And good evening and welcome out here to Albany High School as we get set here for high school football action tonight. It's a matchup between the 2-3 Albany Warriors for their homecoming and the 0-5 Schuyler County Rams. And again, tonight is your homecoming matchup tonight here for the Albany Warriors and their homecoming theme, now streaming a Warriors victory. Again, welcome out here at Albany. Again, I'm Jared Rolvis, and we'll be joined along with our camera and color commentator for the night, Brett Williams. I'd like to thank our sponsors, again, help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center with locations in Bethany and Albany. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee. American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, agents Tony Nelson in Bethany and Tammy Wynn Siddons of Albany. Dollars and Messner Auction Service. Schultz Convenience Store of Albany. Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany. Mosaic Medical Center Albany. Northwest Cell. Raymond Smith Body Shop of Albany. East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center in Albany. Hogue Lumber Company of Albany. Stamper Hauling of Albany. And the City of Albany. The Albany Booster Club. The Albany and Schuyler County School Districts. Printery and New Shopper located in Albany. And Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North located in Albany. We'll get started tonight with our homecoming royalty as we'll announce our homecoming queen and her court, and we'll let the public address announcer Derek Williams take it away.
Welcome to homecoming 2021. The Student Council Homecoming Committee selected the theme, now streaming, of Warrior Homecoming Victory. Each day during the week, the students have the opportunity to show their Warrior pride with a specific streaming service theme. Tuesday was Disney Plus Day. Wednesday was Netflix Day. Thursday was ESPN Plus Day. And Friday was Warrior Victory Day. For this year's homecoming theme, each class decided upon a streaming service. Seniors chose Disney Plus. The juniors chose ESPN Plus. The sophomores chose Netflix. And the freshmen chose Hulu. The coronation took place Wednesday evening right here at the football field. The Queen and her court rode in the parade this afternoon. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 2021 Homecoming Queen and King Court. The 2021 freshman attendants are Zane Rippey and Kaylee Locklar. Zane is the son of Corey and Letitia Adams. He is a member of the Warrior football, basketball, and golf teams. Zane's future plans are to join the Army. Kaylee is the daughter of Ryan and Heather Locklar. She is the member of Warrior Cheer. Her future plans are to attend college. Kaylee is being escorted by her parents. The sophomore attendants are Hunter Coyle and Addison Crawford. Hunter is the son of Christina Coyle. He is a member of the Warrior football and wrestling teams. Hunter's future plans are to pursue a career in welding. Addison is the daughter of Mike and Lori Crawford. She is a member of the Warrior softball and basketball teams. Addison is also a member of Student Council. Her future plans are to attend college, and Addison is being escorted by her parents. The junior attendants are Garrett Clare and Jade Cope. Garrett is the son of Steve and Jill Clare. He is a member of the Warrior football and baseball teams, Boy Scouts, and attends VOTEC. Garrett's future plans are to go to Grand River Welding Institute and become an over-the-road welder, eventually returning home to Albany and to own his own welding company. Jade is the daughter of Kyle and Becky Cope. She is a member of the cheer team and National Honor Society. Jade's future plans are to pursue a career in cosmetology. Jade is being escorted by her parents. Our first senior attendants are Phoenix Coyle and Nate Doolittle. Nate is the son of John and Jenny Doolittle. He is a member of the Warrior football, wrestling, and golf teams and the Warrior Band. Nate is student council president, member of the National Honor Society, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and the Boy Scouts. His future plans are to attend college at the University of Missouri and pursue a career in healthcare. Phoenix is the daughter of Christina Coyle. She is a member of the Warrior softball team and the National Honor Society. Phoenix plans to attend the University of Missouri, Kansas City next fall. Phoenix is being escorted by her mother. The next senior attendants are Ian Campbell and Rachel Clark. Ian is the son of Joel and Janae Browning. He is a member of the Warrior football and baseball teams. Ian is a member of the National Honor Society. His future plans are to attend Northwest Missouri State University. Rachel is the daughter of Rob and Sheila Clark. She is the student council representative for the senior class. Rachel's plans are to pursue a career in real estate after graduation. And Rachel is being escorted by her parents. The 2021 Homecoming King and Queen are Garrett Phillips and Montana Moffitt. Garrett is the son of Sand and Carrie Phillips. He is a member of the Warrior football, basketball, and golf teams. Garrett is active in Warrior Band, National Honor Society, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and the Boy Scouts. Garrett's future plans are to attend the University of Missouri and pursue a career in healthcare. Montana is the daughter of Joey and Rochelle Moffitt. She is a member of the Warrior softball team. Montana plans to attend college to become an ultrasound technician. Montana is being escorted by her parents. Our crown bearers are Emily Rigney and Brogan Liddon. Emily is the granddaughter of the late John Rigney and lives with Glenn and Amanda Hamilton. She's a member of Mrs. Moffitt's kindergarten class, and Emily wants to be a cowgirl when she grows up. Brogan is the son of Brandon and Katie Liddon. He's a member of Mrs. Crawford's kindergarten class, and Brogan wants to be a fireman when he grows up. Congratulations to the King, Queen, and royalty. Thank you to the students, staff, and community for making this a successful homecoming.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as part of your BTC Bank pregame tonight. Remember, tonight's pregame brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. And we're going to be back. We're going to have our pregame chat with the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain. That's coming up for you, all part of our BTC Bank pregame leading up to kickoff of homecoming night between the Albany Warriors and the Schuyler Rams when we come back in a moment.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today. Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant at Albany has it all. Papa's is family friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
And welcome back into the BTC Bank pregame show. We're here with the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain. And Coach, your Warriors are coming off a tough dogfight loss to Platte Valley last week, 56-38. Walk us through what you felt your team did well last week and what you think they can continue to work on.
Well, I think the thing our kid, we showed ourselves is that we've got some good fight in us. Very competitive. The things we did really well, they didn't really have an answer for. Our inside run game was outstanding. We ran the ball for 300 yards and most of it was in the box. I thought early in the game we were fishing the pass game off the play action, and so that was good. Our percentage went down at the end of the game when we had to be fairly predictable throwing it. The things, and if in snapshots, we could play good defense for a couple downs, and then we were inconsistent. And so when you're inconsistent, you're not as good as you need to be. That kind of leads us into what we need to be better at, and defensively, we got to have better leverage, and we got to be able to bottle up good backs. We've been hurt by some really talented backs, and we got to be able to bottle that up, and that's a collective effort. And if 7 guys are slamming their door shut and that 8th guy doesn't get there, a good back's going to find it. And that's where we found ourselves. Just inconsistency on that side of the ball, giving up big plays. That is kind of the polar opposite of what our strength is. Our strength when we have the football is to, chunk them and grind them and finish drives. And when we don't do that and we give up big plays on the other side, it makes it tough to win. Platte Valley was a good football team. They play to their strengths. We've got to continue to enhance our strengths and shore up some weakness, and then I think we'll be, we'll like where we're at.
And you kind of talked a little bit about the big plays. Really, that's what the difference in the ball game was last week, with Platte Valley's offense coming up with some big plays, a couple reverse fields, and a kickoff return. How do you guys work this week to try and stop the big plays going forward?
It's just about consistency. If you look at the stat sheet. What we gave up last week, I think it would have read like 2, -1, 35. And then it's 7, -2, 40. That's wildly inconsistent, and you're not going to be able to get off the field doing that. Even if you give up a chunk play, you got to make them snap it again. And when we're not able to do that, the other team's hanging up points, and then it's just it's keeping up with the Joneses on the scoreboard. And on our side, we don't hit as many home runs, so to speak, but we're very solid in keeping drives alive and staying ahead of the chains. If we have a penalty, which we had 8 of the other night, or a negative play, that puts us behind the chains and then play to our strengths. So just knowing who we are and what our strengths are and playing to those strengths as we continue to sharpen up the things that are not strengths, I think is going to lead us in a good direction.
And then I know you, as you've told multiple times the past couple of weeks, homecoming game, just another game.
This week, though, is there anything you guys do any different during practice to keep the players' minds focused with all the other homecoming activities that they have to deal with throughout the week?
It's a busy week, and homecoming's terrific for kids and community and school, and our football players enjoy the activities. But the thing we realize is there is no homecoming without a football game. They didn't start scheduling homecomings until they figured out it could coincide with a football game. And so all the other stuff's fantastic. Go enjoy it. But if you're not prepared to play the football game, then you're missing the point of the week. And so, our kids have understood that, and we prepared well, and we need to play well on Friday night.
And then you have Schuyler County this week, a lot of underclassmen at the skill positions. What are some advantages and disadvantages about taking on a young team like Schuyler County?
Well, they've got some nice athletes. As you mentioned, they are young. But, they've got some kids that can make plays. And, there's two sides of that. One is they're still learning on the fly, gaining experience. They probably got more experience as sophomores than most sophomores do because they played a lot as freshmen last year, and they're halfway through their sophomore year. And then the other thing is when they start gaining confidence and they understand what they're capable of, all of a sudden that's a dangerous thing as well. We've put primarily upperclassmen on the field. And even if this is their first year as a varsity starter or contributor, we're halfway through the year. We've got some experience now, and so we've got to use our experience and some of our older kids to lean on them. And, we've got to control the line of scrimmage and play very physical and don't give a young team hope because, hope will take you a long ways. And they're talented. They're good at what they do, and they're continuing to learn. We got to play to our strengths and take control of things.
All right. Well, thanks again for joining us this week again, Coach, and we will be back with more of your BTC Bank pregame in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Schultz Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Schultz has coffee and gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champ's Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schultz adult beverages and scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one.
Smith's Insurance Agency. Call us for your financial needs. Protect your home, health, life, and car. Hometown service, best by far. Call Nick. Call Dave. At Smith Insurance Agency, call this number right away, 660-726-3396.
As Mosaic continues to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic, they are committed to staying connected. Whether you need a routine checkup or to be seen for an illness, Mosaic has virtual options available. The highly trained nurses are also ready to help you when you need them via the 24/7 community nurse line. Plus, the My Mosaic Portal website and app are available for messaging your care team and accessing health information. Please visit mymlc.com/stayconnected to learn more. Now more than ever, Mosaic is here with you and here for you.
Looking to sell some of your things? Give Rod Dollars, Leo Madison, or Leon Messner a call at Dollars & Messner Auction Service to set up an auction today. Call Rod at 660-254-2548 or 660-783-2548. Give Leon a call at 660-582-0258 or 660-726-3252 or give Leo a call at 660-868-0113. Check out their current auctions at showmemoreauctions.com.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set here for high school football action tonight. And remember, tonight's pregame brought to you by BTC Bank community minded, just like you. And we're going to welcome in for the first time tonight our color commentator and cameraman tonight, and Brett Williams. And Brett, it's a Warrior team that comes in off of a tough, hard, dog-fought loss to Platte Valley this week. And you look at the record of Schuyler County, they're 0-5, but they do have quite a few skill position players coming into tonight's game. And, you know, they lost to Pattonsburg by a score of 88-52. That game a lot closer than people originally would think when you would play a GRC versus an independent like that, and then lost to Worth County by a score of 80-12. Well, the Warriors didn't have much more success over Worth County than Schuyler County did as well.
Yeah, like we said, Schuyler County, they've got some really talented and some really young guys at a lot of skill positions. And with this being homecoming, they're really going to be looking forward to coming in and kind of ruining the night for the Warriors. But last week, Albany came out with a loss. But I agree with Coach Fountain when he said that the big key, they didn't really play that bad, but it was the consistency. Yeah. They would have one or two good plays defensively, and then they would give up a big play. So I know they've been practicing all week on not allowing the big plays.
And one of the big things for the Warriors, they're really good if you play in the box, run at them up the middle, try and keep it inside. When you break it outside, that's when you're going to start to have your problems. And I think that is exactly what we're going to see here from the Schuyler County team tonight. It'll be a big thing to see if the Warriors can hold them off. We're going to wait for you to answer that because we're getting ready here for the national anthem as the Albany Warrior Pride Marching Band is going to play our national anthem. We'll let you listen in here from Albany.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Wayne and Doris Guest Sports Complex in E.C. Smith Field for this non-conference matchup between the visiting Schuyler County Rams and your Albany Warriors. At this time, if you'd please rise, remove your hats and face the flag at the south end of the grandstands for the playing of our national anthem by the Warrior Pride Marching Band. And now the starting lineups first for the visiting Schuyler County Rams. Starting on defense tonight at quarterback, number 2, Mason Humphrey, a 5'9", 150-pound sophomore. At cornerback, number 11, Aiden Snyder, a 5'8" sophomore. At linebacker, number 15, Noah Newland, a 5'10", 180-pound senior. At safety, number 18, Connor Smith, a 6'3", 160-pound sophomore. At linebacker, number 22, Cale Wendy, a 5'11", 160-pound sophomore. At nose guard, number 25, Troy Chalkwine, 5'8", 240-pound senior. At nose guard, number 58, Hayden Dixon, 6'4", 260-pound junior. At defensive end, number 64, Ace Akers, 6'1", 250-pound freshman. The Rams are coached by Corey Randall, assisted by Aaron Ockenfels and Brad Moncrief. And now the starting offense for your Albany Warriors. At wide receiver, number 6, Porter Davis, 5'10", 140-pound junior. At quarterback, number 7, Kemper Klein, 6'3", 180-pound junior. At running back, number 11, Nate Doolittle, 5'10", 140-pound senior. At tight end, number 28, Quincy Stamper, 5'11", 170-pound senior. On the line, number 52, Sam Miller, 5'10", 220-pound junior. At tight end, number 56, Garrett Phillips, 5'11", 180-pound senior. On the line, number 64, Kirby Stevens, 6', 220-pound senior. And on the line, number 75, Truman Reynolds, 5'11", 210-pound junior. The Warriors are coached by Doug Fountain, assisted by Glenn Hamilton, Jake Nichols, and Bobby Smith.
So again, those are your starters tonight. Remember, your starting lineups tonight brought to you by Dollars & Messner Auction Service. Contact the winning team of Dollars & Messner Auction Service for all of your auction needs. We're just about 4 minutes away from kickoff. We'll have the coin toss as well as the kickoff coming up for you next here on Albany TV. We're back in just a moment.
Whether providing a service or selling a product, any successful business depends on its team. Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company has put together a team that takes care of their customers. From Tony the play caller, to Fred, Dylan, Tammy, and Marcy, the offensive specialist, to Suzette, the stats gal who keeps it all together in the office. You can depend on this team, whether you're buying or selling a home, farm, ranch, or hunting property. Wishing the best of luck to all area sports teams is the team from Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, serving Northwest Missouri. Online at nelsonsoldit.com.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They are prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
East Fork Lodge and Ranch in Albany is the premier event center in Northwest Missouri. With its scenic views, East Fork Lodge and Ranch makes for the ultimate spot to host corporate events, reunions, or any other event that you have planned.
For weddings and anniversaries, the Legacy Event Center East Fork Lodge, with its rustic elegance, has everything you need to make your special day memorable. Email Jamie at eastforklodge.com for more information on the Legacy Event Center or East Fork Lodge and Ranch. Welcome back out again here to Albany as Schuyler County wins the coin toss. They defer to the second half, so Albany will get the opening kickoff. Again, taking a look here at your starters tonight on defense for Schuyler County. Mason Humphrey, Aiden Snyder, Noah Newland, Connor Smith, Cale Windy, Troy Troutwine, Hayden Dixon, and Ace Akers will all be on the defense. For the Warriors on offense, and that'll be Porter Davis, Kemper Klein, Nate Doolittle, as well as Quincy Stamper, and then it will be Garrett Phillips, Seth Miller, Kirby Stevens, and Truman Runnels on the line. On to kick off for Schuyler County will be Isaiah Kohlers-Arnold. And back to return the kick will be Porter Davis. Porter Davis back within his own 5-yard line. Warriors again will be without their sophomore Timothy Papa, out again with an injury. So Porter Davis will get the opportunity to get the first kickoff of the ball game to start homecoming night here in Albany. A beautiful night here for high school football and a lot of fans out here for homecoming night. So Kohlers-Arnold will do a little pooch kick. It's going to be missed here on the front line. We'll see if the Warriors are able to come up with it still, and they are not, as Schuyler County gets the opening kickoff. Garrett Clare not able to bring in the opening kickoff, and Schuyler County will start with the football.
Well, Warriors going to get a chance here to show how their defense improved from the last week. We talked about the inconsistency they had last week, so we'll see how they improved.
Yes, and that is a big start here to the ball game as Schuyler County able to get the opening kickoff, and they will come out in an I formation. Quarterback tonight is going to be Connor Smith. He'll take the snap in the shotgun. One receiver out to the right, one receiver to the left. Trying a hard count, not able to get anything in a quick. Petty John Auto Center timeout going to be called here by Schuyler County. Remember, during this Petty John Auto Center timeout, check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. We're back with more in a moment. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades. Taking a look here at the starting offense, Ace Akers will snap the football here. Again, Connor Smith in the shotgun. This one going to be a handoff up the middle. Breaking through a couple of tacklers here is Kyle Windy, and he makes this one just shy of the 25 down to the 26-yard line. But that is going to be enough for a 13-yard pickup and a quick first down here for Schuyler County. Taking a look at the other starters on the line here for Schuyler County will be Hayden Dixon and Troy Troutwine. Cale Windy gets a start in at the running back. Noah Newland at wide receiver along with Mason Humphrey and Aiden Snyder. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. In motion is Humphrey. Looking to pass here is Smith. Drifts deep and throwing, and this one going to be incomplete. Looking for Aiden Snyder in coverage there, Nate Doolittle. Take a look here at the starting defense tonight for the Warriors. They're going to go with 2 down linemen tonight. And Kirby Stevens, Garrett Phillips, Sam Miller will swap in there as well a couple of times. Also, on the linebacker spot tonight will be Truman Runnels, Kemper Klein, and Quincy Stamper. Defensive backs, Ian Campbell, Porter Davis, Nate Doolittle. So again, shotgun formation here for Connor Smith and the Rams. In motion again, Humphrey. This time they hand it off again to Windy. He'll trip up in the backfield, and they'll lose a yard there on the play.
So the Rams are going to have a 3rd and 11 here we've talked about it before. The Warriors, the key for them in this game is to limit the big plays. And if they can get 2 stops here, that'll be a pretty all right defensive drive for them.
And again, the Warriors were able to pick up a stop on the first drive last week against Platte Valley. This time, though, Schuyler County going to go empty in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left bunched up and 1 receiver to the right. Here comes the 2-man pressure. And now Quincy Stamper comes in, wraps up Smith, and he's going to knock him out, and that's going to be your first Hy-Vee sack of the night. Remember to fill your grocery sack with all your tailgating favorites at your tailgate headquarters, your local Albany Hy-Vee.
And that was big for Stamper to get in the backfield there and get some pressure with just 2 down linemen. Schuyler County likes to really throw the ball around, it looks like, so it's going to be key for him to be able to get some pressure.
So 4th and 16 facing Schuyler County. They're going to have 1 tight end here, 2 receivers to the right. Tight end will be to the left. Again, Smith drops back to pass. Here comes the 3-man pressure, looking to pass, intercepted. No, it's going to be deflected. Kemper Klein had his hands on it, but not able to pull it in. Intended passer that time, Cale Windy. So after getting a first down on the first play of the drive, Schuyler County will turn the ball over on downs, and the Warriors will now get the football.
Warriors going to get their first look offensively here.
Warriors will start on their own 32-yard line here on the near hash. Again, Truman Reynolds will snap the ball. Garrett Phillips will be in at tight end along with Ian Campbell. The down back will be Nate Doolittle. Up back, Quincy Stamper underneath center. As Kemper Klein, handoff goes to Stamper. He'll rush forward, and he'll pick up 3 tough yards up the middle. As they're in on the stop that time is Troy Troutwine. Taking a look here at the other offensive line starters tonight for the Warriors. It'll be Kirby Stevens on one side, Seth Miller on the other of Truman Reynolds, who will snap the football. Warriors did a lot of two tight end sets last week. They come back out and start out tonight the same way, I formation. Again, the handoff to Stamper. He gets a little bit of a break. He's got enough for a first down before he's finally dragged down across the midfield and down inside the Schuyler County 35-yard line, down to the 34. And that is going to be your first Albany Hy-Vee Schultz first down. Remember, fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store in Albany off US 136 to keep you moving. An 11-yard pickup that time on the carry by Stamper. This time, Nate Doolittle, the up back. He'll get the handoff. He's got some outside. He gets across the 20 before he's knocked out of bounds. And he's going to be he's going to be 4 yards past the first down yard marker, and that's going to be another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember, you can keep your body and car moving just like the Warriors are keeping the chains moving by stopping in at Schultz off of US 136 in Albany.
Talked about the key for the Warriors defensively being consistency. I think offensively they really need to limit the mistakes and the penalties. We saw a little bit of that last week that kind of killed them on some drives.
This one, the handoff to Stamper, and he'll take it down just shy of the 15, down to the 17, and pick up 3 yards there on the carry for Quincy Stamper. Last week, Quincy Stamper able to pick up 79 yards on 14 carries. He was swapped in and out with Xavier Darenfeld, who also picked up 79 yards on 13 carries last week. This time, Stamper the down back, Doolittle the up back. Fake the handoff to Doolittle, looking to pass for the end zone for Garrett Phillips. Goes up, ball tipped and deflected away by the sophomore cornerback, Aiden Snyder. And that's one thing the Warriors really need to get done here in the next couple weeks is get that passing game going, as it's kind of been something that the Warriors have not really relied on, but it's something that they need to do in order to enhance their game to give the defense a look that they might end up passing it other than run. Option, Kemper Klein keeps it, bounces to the inside, bounces off a tackler, and he'll rumble inside the 5-yard line down to the 3 for a 13-yard pickup and another Albany Warriors, Schultz first down. Remember, fuel your body and car at Schultz Convenience Store in Albany off US 136 to keep you moving.
About the Warriors passing game, they have a lot of guys who can run the ball in Xavier Darenfeld, Quincy Stamper, and even the quarterback Kemper Klein. But just adding a reliable passing game would really help them out and being a little bit more unpredictable when they line up.
And they'll go I formation again, 2 tight ends set. They get Schuyler County to jump offside, and a penalty flag will fly prior to the snap. And remember, don't be penalized from the wrong insurance. Contact American Family Insurance Agent David Smith today, 660-726-3536. An encroachment against the defense is going to push it a half a distance to the goal line, so it'll be about 1.5 yards that the Warriors will get on the penalty. .45 still left to play here in this opening quarter. Still scoreless at 0-0, but the Warriors just 1.5 yards away from the end zone. I formation. And that time the Warriors are going to jump offside. And this is going to push them back 5 yards. Remember, don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Contact American Family Insurance Agent David Smith today, 660-726-3536. So the Warriors get an encroachment penalty and then jump offside. And now they will have to take this next snap from their own 6-yard line. Running in late is going to be Landon White, the sophomore defensive end here for Schuyler County. I formation. Hand off to Stamper, tries to bounce it outside, and that is a scamper stamper, a 6-yard run for the Warriors.
And we talk about it, Stamper he's got a nice ability to be able to get, every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score. And he breaks out a lot of big runs right there. He just needed 6 yards, and he got them. And I think it's really big that the Warriors got the first score of the game after losing that onside kick to begin the game.
Remember, you can score a touchdown to Latrobe United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons, as the 2-point conversion is going to be flipped out to Stamper, and he'll get into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Warriors lead 8-0, 7:39 still left to play in the first quarter. We're back with more in a moment.
Stamper Hauling of Albany offers professional, reliable, dedicated, expedited deliveries, the long haul and oversize, all while guaranteeing on-time delivery. Steven Stamper of Stamper Hauling features over 20 years of CDL commercial driving experience. Contact Steven at 816-244-3196 or by email at stamperhauling@gmail.com for your company's next hauling job. Stamper Hauling, a family-owned business located in Northwest Missouri.
So the Warriors with an 8-0 lead here with 7:39 still left to play here in the first quarter. As Xavier Darenfeld will kick off here for the Warriors. Back to receive the kick will be Mason Humphrey. Schuyler County will put 7 men in the first 10 yards, but this one going to be kicked over the head of Humphrey and will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, we've talked about it a couple of weeks now, Brett. That is something that the Warriors really kind of need. It kind of always pushes the other team back when you have a kicker that can kick it into the end zone for a touchback.
Oh yeah, it pins them back deeper than they would be normally, and that's a relief for the Warriors who their special teams kick return defense hasn't always been the best, so you don't even got to worry about it if you can just get a touchback every time.
So again, it will be a shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right. This one going to be handoff to Wendy. He's going to get wrapped up after picking up short yardage. A Warrior loses his helmet there on the play, as it looked to be Darenfeld and Truman Runnels there in on the stop that time for the Warriors. A pickup there of just 2 yards there on the carry by Wendy.
Warriors going to be looking for their second stop in a row. That we talked about it a lot. Last week they couldn't really get too many stops all in a row, so that's going to be key for them here.
In the shotgun formation here for Smith. Again, snapping the football. Ace Akers in motion is Humphrey. Looking to pass is Smith. Looking on a screen, and it hits off the back of the lineman, Hayden Dixon. Looking that time for Wendy. as the pass falls incomplete. The screen is a wonderful play when your linemen know about it.
Yeah, if you set it up right, it can work really well. But whenever one little thing can go wrong and really mess up the whole play.
That was one of the old college football coaches used to say. There's always 3 bad things that can go wrong during a passing play. So why should we pass? Only one good thing can go right, 3 things can go wrong. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Connor Smith has Humphrey in motion. Again, Smith looks back to pass, and he'll have Humphrey coming across the field, has the outside, and it's going to be a foot race to the end zone, and just missing him is Porter Davis as scoring this time from 64 yards away is Mason Humphrey on the pass from Connor Smith.
I think that right there is why some teams pass the ball.
That is the one thing that can go right.
The
exactly.
one thing that could have went right went right.
So now the 2-point conversion upcoming here for the Rams. 6:42 still left to play here in the first quarter. And it's going to be an odd snap out to Wendy, and he'll take it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So it's an 8-8 ball game. 6:42 left to play here in the first. We're back with more when we come back in a moment.
In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small-town roots with a big-town feel.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as Schuyler County ties it up on a 63-yard touchdown pass from Connor Smith to Mason Humphrey. So again, on to kickoff is Kohlers Arnold, and again, it's going to be another squib kick. This time it's going to be fallen on by the homecoming king and Garrett Phillips, and he'll have it just a yard ahead of midfield, and the Warriors will start with the football in Schuyler County territory on the 39.
Warriors going to have good position off that onside kick, so they got to take advantage of it.
Warriors did a nice had a nice drive, went 7 plays, and were able to score last time off of a couple of nice runs. We'll see what they come out with this time. Porter Davis will be in at the wide receiver spot to the left. Handoff goes to Xavier Darrenfelt, the deep back. He'll shove off a defender, keeps his feet churning, pushes out across the 35-yard line, and will be down after a 4-yard, tough-fought yardage by Darrenfelt.
And that's one thing about Darrenfelt. He always keeps his feet moving. It looks like it's really hard to bring him down just because he never stops moving his feet, and he always gets those extra yards.
And that is one thing that the Warriors are really going to have, where they can sub in Stamper and Darrenfelt and kind of give them a little bit of a breather, and as well, especially whenever Timothy Papa comes back, do the same thing with Nate Doolittle, and Doolittle and Papa and really keep their backs fresh throughout the game. Shotgun formation here for the Warriors. Fakes the handoff to Darrenfelt, kept here by Klein. Spins out of one tackle, reaches towards the 25. He'll be down at the 28-yard line, but it's going to be enough for another Albany Warriors. Schultz first down. Remember, you can keep your body moving by stopping at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 in Albany, just like the Warriors keep this drive moving. So again, Porter Davis lined up wide to the left. Garrett Phillips will be the tight end to the right. Handoff, fake to Darrenfelt, kept by Klein, and he'll just pick up 2 short yardage there on the play.
You know it's a good fake if you fake out the camera guy, and that's what happened there. I thought Darrenfelt had the ball.
Well, you know, he had some pretty good yardage there on that play.
Yeah, I was like, man, that's a pretty good run. And then I see, like, everyone's on Klein, and I'm like, oh, my bad.
It happens to the best of us. 5:05 still left to play here in the first quarter. 8-8 is the score. Warriors will now go in their tight set with 2 tight ends and I formation. Handoff to Darrenfelt. Gets to the outside and is going to be taken down inside the 20-yard line down to the 15. And it will be a 10-yard pickup there on the play for Xavier Darrenfeld. And that is going to be enough for another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember to keep your car and body moving by stopping in at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 in Albany. So another first down here for the Warriors from the Schuyler County 15. Warriors again will go in I formation. Darrenfeld now the down back. Doolittle the up back. Doolittle this time gets the handoff, bounces it to the outside, and he'll sneak into the end zone for a Warrior touchdown.
And like we said, the Warriors have a lot of guys who can run the ball. Normally it's Darrenfeld and Stamper who are running the ball in, but there we saw Doolittle.
And remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. 4:27 still to play here in this first quarter. Warriors go here for the 2-point conversion. They lead 14-8. Hand off to Darrenfeld, and he'll get in. Warriors lead by a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. 16-8 with 4:27 left. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Albany Booster Club is a group of supporters who come together to make a better experience for the students. They try to help the students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, longtime supporters of the Albany R3 School District, joining together for the better of the Albany students.
Welcome back out again here to Albany as Darrenfeld again will kick off as the Warriors now hold a 16-8 lead. Humphrey back again to receive the kick. Last kickoff went into the end zone for a touchback. And this one, another big boot that'll go out of the end zone for another touchback here. And again, Schuyler County will start at their own 15-yard line.
That's going to be 2 drives in a row where Schuyler County is going to be starting on their own 15 because of a touchback. And that's really key to have a kicker that can do that, just because field position is really important. And so when you start that close to your own end zone, it just really helps out your defense when you can do that as a kicker.
And it'll see what happens here with Schuyler County. They were able to get a big play on a pass that last time from Connor Smith to Mason Humphrey. We'll see what the Rams come out with this time. Put one receiver to the right, one receiver to the left. Humphrey will kind of play back a couple of yards. He'll probably be in motion here again, and he will. Option play kept here by Smith. Takes it upfield, and he will be wrapped up. Garrett Phillips and Kirby Stevens there in on the stop. But not before 7 yards are picked up there by the quarterback Smith on the option keeper. And you know, their quarterback, a sophomore, listed at 6'3", 360 pounds, looks like he could be a real player here for the Rams going forward the next couple of years. So during warm-ups, he looked to have quite an arm.
Yeah, I was watching him a little bit. He does look pretty talented, and to be that young, that's a good sign if you're Schuyler County.
3 receivers left looking to pass, looking for Wendy, and the pass going to be incomplete. Wendy can't bring it in. There in tight coverage is Nate Doolittle.
Nice, you said that. He kind of showed off the arm there a little bit. He was backing up and kind of uncorked that one, and it wasn't a terrible throw.
As it almost looked like he threw off his back foot there as he was trying to evade the Warrior defensive line pressure. So 2 wide receivers going to line up here to the left, 1 wide receiver to the right. Wendy in the backfield, Humphrey again in motion. Handoff goes to Wendy up the middle. He'll spin out of a tackle. He'll get close to the first down yard marker before he's taken back by Truman Reynolds, but he'll pick up 4 yards, and that is 1 more than needed for the first down. It'll be a first down here for Schuyler County. So 1st and 10 here for the Rams. They trail 16-8 to the Warriors. 3:30 left to play here in this first quarter. In motion again, Humphrey. And Smith looking for the option. He'll pitch it out to Windy, and he will be knocked out of bounds as he's pushed out there by Kemper Klein. It'll be a loss of about 3 yards there on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 13. That time it was Smith and Windy on the option, and Smith saw nothing, so he decided to give it to Windy and let him take the negative yardage.
Yeah, the Warriors had that option play read pretty well, it looked like. Nowhere for either guy really to go.
Humphrey again in motion. Smith looking to pass and tipped as Porter Davis comes in and tips it away. Intended receiver Mason Humphrey.
Davis got a hand on that. I thought maybe he was going to pick that off, but it was just barely too high for him to get a catch.
And even if it was picked off, I don't know if he would have been able to get it down in bounds because it was right along the sideline.
Yeah, it would have been a tough play.
I know in high school, college, you only need 1 foot, but still it would have been hard just to even get that down. This time, Schuyler County going to bunch up 3 receivers here to the left, 1 receiver out to the right. Smith alone in the backfield. Here comes a 4-man pressure from the Warriors looking for Windy, not able to bring it in. And they're in on the coverage that time. Nate Doolittle, that pass right at the first down yard marker. Windy just not able to bring in the pass, that time from Smith. And as it falls incomplete, it will bring up a 4th down here for Schuyler County back at their own 23-yard line. Windy will step back. Looks like he might punt it. Warriors not putting anybody back to return the kick. They've had a couple muffed punts already this season. And Windy will punt this one away. An end-over-end kick that bounces inside the 20 and it rolls all the way inside the 10-yard line and rolls to a dead stop at the Warrior 8-yard line. And Albany is now going to have some tough starting field position on their next drive. Remember, though, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact David Smith with Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396.
Yeah, with no one back on that punt, it looked like, or that allowed the ball to roll a few yards. So favorable ball there for Schuyler County, as the Warriors going to be starting this drive inside their own 10.
Again, Quincy Stamper will come back out on the field. Xavier Darrenfeld on the sideline here for the Warriors I formation. Stamper the deep back, and he'll get the handoff. He'll bounce out of 1 tackle. He's off to the races, but he's going to be taken down from behind as he crosses the 20-yard line just shy of the 25. Mason Humphrey there in on the stop that time. 16 yards there on the carry that time from Quincy Stamper.
Yeah, he was really close to breaking that one open.
Remember, after that Albany Warriors Schultz first down, you can fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store in Albany off US 136 to keep you moving like the Warriors keep their drive moving. 1st and 10, I formation. Doolittle this time, the deep back. He'll get the pitch to the near sideline. Tries to cut it back up the middle, and he's going to be taken down as he crosses the 30-yard line down to the 32. 2 yards shy of the first down yard marker, brings up a 2nd and 2.
Looked like if Doolittle would have kept going towards the sideline there, he would have had some open field. He cut it back and was brought down.
As it looked like Quincy Stamper, the lead blocker there, was just getting to his defender as Doolittle decided to cut it back up inside. But I do agree, if he probably cut it out, he was probably off to the races. 1:40 left to play here in the first quarter. I formation here. 10 seconds left on the play clock, and Klein will get down with 6 seconds. Gets the snap off at 5. Hand off to Stamper. He'll plow forward across the 30-yard line down to the 33 for another pickup here for the Warriors. And this will be a pickup of 6 for another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember to stop at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 to keep you moving.
The Warriors, after starting this drive on their own 8-yard line, they're almost to midfield here. They're putting together a pretty good drive.
Just 3 plays to get 30 yards here for the Warriors. Now looking to pass, Klein, wide open, Ian Campbell here on the near sideline. And he will be taken down just inside the 25-yard line by Connor Smith as he brings it down to the 23-yard line here at Schuyler County. for a gain there of 19 yards and another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Underneath a minute, 1st and 10 from the Schuyler County 23. Handoff to Nate Doolittle. And he'll get wrapped up, picking up just a short yard there on the play. And that very well could be the final play here of this first quarter. As Troutwine there in on the stop that time for the Rams. 16-8, the Warriors lead here with 20 seconds left here in the quarter. Again, there's about a 5-second difference between, or 4 or 5 second difference between the play clock and the game clock. Warriors are going to line up like they might take this play off or get this play out, and they are. It's going to be a pitch out to Doolittle to the outside, and he's got some room. He's got enough for first down as he jukes out one defender, and he'll make it inside the 5-yard line, down to the 4 for another Albany Warriors Schultz first down as we end the first quarter of play. We're back to start the second quarter with the Warriors leading 16-8 when we come back in a moment.
Hello, I'm Dustin Freeman, Superintendent of the Albany R3 School District. At Albany, our staff is focused on helping students excel in academics, athletics, music, business, technology, art, and agriculture. We strive to help young minds prepare for life and become successful in whatever endeavor they choose. The Albany R3 School District is a tribe of parents, teachers, students, and community members working together so students don't just chase their dreams, but live them.
Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winner's Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winner's Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. Order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items. Call Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winner's Circle North.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. And as we get ready to start the second quarter of play, Warriors with a 16-8 lead, and they'll have a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line.
Yeah, Warriors threatening here after that run from Doolittle. He put a pretty good move on one of the Schuyler County defenders on that.
Yes, he did. Hayden Dixon kind of fell for a little juke there by Doolittle there on the far sideline. So again, Warriors again will come out in I formation. Doolittle the down back, Stamper the up back. Stamper will get the handoff, and he will rumble in for another Stamper-Scamper touchdown with 3 seconds gone here in the second quarter, and it makes it a 22-8 Warrior lead. Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. Two-point conversion now upcoming here for the Warriors. I formation. Again, Stamper the deep back. Again, he'll get the handoff. This time gets wrapped up and pushed back. And two-point conversion, no good. Warriors lead 22-8. 3 seconds gone in the second quarter. We're back with more when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
The Printery in Albany can do all of your printing. They do business cards, envelopes, brochures, books, calendars, posters, magnetic signs, banners, and everything in between. Come visit Perry and Susan at the Printery in Albany, where they have your printing covered. Call the Printery today at 660-726-5234. That's 660-726-5234 for fair and honest pricing, because to us, your family.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. Warriors now lead 22-8. 3 seconds gone here in the second quarter. And on to kickoff is Xavier Darenfeld again. Darenfeld kicking in the opposite direction, kicked 2 of them out of the end zone. Not much of a wind tonight, so shouldn't have any problem kicking it this time towards the north. This one deep, but it looks like it may. It does. It bounces inside the 5-yard line, takes a Warrior bounce inside the end zone. And again, Schuyler County will start on their own 15-yard line.
Warriors defense to this point has been playing pretty well. Like we said, it's about consistency. They got to keep it up for the whole game.
And so far tonight, they've given up 13 and 63. Other than that, the most that has been given up is about 7 yards, and after that it's 2 yards. So Warriors, other than those 2 big plays, have really kept Schuyler County Ram offense down, but a penalty flag flies, and Warriors are going to have to re-kick. Remember, don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Contact American Family Insurance agent David Smith today, 660-726-3536. This time, both Wendy and Humphrey will be back to return the kick. Darrenfeld again, a deep kick, and this one goes a little bit further and bounces into the end zone again. And no penalty flag down this time. Again, Schuyler County will end up starting on their own 15-yard line. Making Darrenfeld show off his leg as they push him back 5 more yards. And he still gets the same result. So again, shotgun formation here. One receiver out wide to the right. Tight to the left is going to be Noah Newland. In motion, Humphrey. Hand off to Wendy. And his hole broke down very quickly as Darrenfeld, Runnels, Stamper, and Klein all there in on the stop. And no yardage there on the play for Cale Wendy. So there was just a slight hole there on that right side of the line, but it closed very quickly.
Yeah, that was a nice job by the Warrior defense to fill that gap pretty quick and just allow a short gain from Schuyler County.
Again, a nice sized crowd here tonight in Albany for homecoming. In motion is Humphrey. He'll take the handoff on the reverse, and he'll be knocked down after picking up 2 yards there on the play. Wrapped up originally by Stamper and finished off by Porter Davis.
That's good to see. The Warriors, for much of the season, have been the way their defense gets beat a lot of the time is by those outside runs. And Schuyler County tried one there, and good thing to see if you're an Albany fan that they didn't allow very much on that play.
So again, going in the shotgun formation, they're going to do trips bunch to the left, one receiver alone here to the right. Smith rolling out. Here comes pressure from the backside, looking, and this one is going to be brought in here by Wendy as Nate Doolittle there in on the pressure. It'll be an 11-yard pickup there on the play, enough for a Rams first down.
That was a good throw and catch. Doolittle really didn't have that bad a coverage, but just a great catch.
So Wendy had him maybe by about a step on the little out pattern. And Connor Smith rolling out that way was able to get it out in front and led his receiver perfectly. But Doolittle able to wrap him up and take him down immediately. Again, Humphrey in motion. Handoff goes to Wendy. And he will be hit hard again. Stamper and Runnels there in on the stop. After just a 1-yard pick or 2-yard pickup there on the play by, again, Cale Wendy. Wendy has so far pretty much been their feature back, but Mason Humphrey is the one that's been able to come up with the big plays so far here tonight for the Rams, and that being the 63-yard touchdown catch. 9:25 left to play here in the second quarter, 22-8 Warriors lead. Smith will take the snap from the shotgun. Again, the handoff to Wendy, trying to bounce it outside as Ian Campbell wraps him up in the backfield, and then he's helped by a couple other Warriors featuring Xavier Darrenfeld, Quincy Stamper, and Truman Runnels. It'll be a loss of 2 yards there on the play by Wendy.
Now it's going to be a 3rd and 10 for the Rams. Warrior defense going to have to step up again. They've been doing pretty well so far.
And it was good to see somebody else kind of come in and make that stop in the backfield as Ian Campbell was not juked out there by Wendy, came in and made the tackle in the backfield for the Warriors. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. In motion again, Humphrey. Smith passing. And incomplete as Porter Davis hits Humphrey right as the ball arrives, and it's a clean play which will fall incomplete, and it will bring up a 4th and 10 here for Schuyler County from their own 28-yard line.
Yeah, Davis got there right as soon as the pass got there, and so thought maybe that was a risk for pass interference, but the refs didn't throw the flag. So
Windy deep to kick this one. He'll punt it away. Again, nobody back for the Warriors. It'll bounce inside the 20, but it'll take a bounce to the right and bounce out of bounds inside the 20-yard line down at about the 17, and that is where the Warriors will start their next drive. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact David Smith with Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
So Warriors have a chance here to extend this lead. They're up 22-8 right now. Another touchdown would be really good in trying to pull away from the Rams.
And we kind of talked about a little bit during pregame with the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain. With a young team like Schuyler County, the worst thing you can do is give them hope. So now is the time to put the dagger in. As the handoff goes to Darenfeld, he'll spin around, but not before he rushes it out past the 30-yard line down to the 31 for a gain of 14 yards there on the play, and that is enough for an Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember, you can keep your body and car moving by stopping at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 in Albany.
Yeah, and like you said, momentum is a big part in sports, and you start to put together some good sequences, and you just can't do any wrong, it seems like, at some points.
It's an I formation here for the Warriors. But a timeout is going to be called here by Schuyler County. It'll be their second charge timeout. 7:55 left to play in the second quarter. Warriors lead 22-8. Remember, during this Petty John Auto Center timeout, check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Whether providing a service or selling a product, any successful business depends on its team. Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company has put together a team that takes care of their customers. From Tony the play caller, to Fred, Dylan, Tammy, and Marcy, the offensive specialist, to Suzette, the stats gal who keeps it all together in the office. You can depend on this team, whether you're buying or selling a home, farm, ranch, or hunting property. Wishing the best of luck to all area sports teams is the team from Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, serving Northwest Missouri. Online at nelsonsolar.com.
So coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout, it'll be Albany football with 7:55 still left to play here in this opening half. Warriors lead with a score of 22-8. Warriors got a nice run from Xavier Darenfeld on the first play of the drive. Darenfeld again, the deep back. Again, he'll get the handoff. Waits for his blocks, and he'll get upended as he crosses the 35-yard line down to the 6. A gain there of 5 as Noah Newland there on the stop that time for the Rams. So a 2nd and 5 here for the Warriors. They need 1 yard past midfield here for the first down. They'll take the snap from their own 36. Klein takes the snap. It's a pitch out to Doolittle. He's able to get to the outside. He's on the run, and Windy is going to pull him down from behind, but not before Doolittle can make it inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line.
And a big run there by Doolittle. He's kind of been featured more in the running game a bit in these past 2 games, and he's doing pretty well.
And that's a 26-yard pickup that time for Doolittle, enough for an Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember to keep your car and body moving by visiting Schultz Convenience Store in Albany. Underneath 7 minutes as the next snap here from Klein is going to be a fake to Doolittle, looking to pass. Has Garrett, and just missing it. Going through his hands is the homecoming king, Garrett Phillips. Last year, Sawyer Cross, the homecoming king, had a big interception return that was called back to a penalty. Garrett Phillips, at time, loses a touchdown as it goes through his hands in the end zone.
Yeah, sometimes you have a easy score and your eyes kind of widen a little bit, and you try to run with the ball too fast, or you just can't really react in time. So I think that's kind of what happened there with Garrett Phillips.
So Porter Davis going to line up wide to the right. Shotgun formation. Handoff goes to Darenfeld. He'll be hit in the backfield As they're in on the stop that time, Hayden Dixon, a loss of 2 yards, will bring up now a 3rd and 12 here for the Warriors. So now the Warriors have really been in front of the sticks pretty much every single opportunity tonight. Now face a 3rd and long from the Schuyler County 20-yard line. Again, Davis lines up wide to the right. Option play. Klein will keep it himself, and he will slide down, but a penalty flag will fly in late. As he's down at the 13, we'll see what the penalty flag is. As Klein slid down, but the penalty flag came about as soon as he slid. And they're going to call a horse collar against Schuyler County. And remember, don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Contact American Family Insurance agent David Smith today, 660-726-3536. And that is going to be enough for an Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember to stop in at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 in Albany. So a 1st and goal, hand off to Derenfeld, bounces off of 1, trying to keep his feet going, but he's finally pulled down, but not before he brings it inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line.
And that was a bad time for a penalty there for Schuyler County. They just forced a 4th down, and now Warriors are threatening to put another 6 points up on the board.
And that's a 4-yard carry that time for Derenfeld, brings up a 2nd and goal from the 2. Warriors lead 22-8. Derenfeld again, the deep back. Again, he'll get the handoff. Bounces it inside, and Derenfeld with another Albany Warrior touchdown. 28-8, the Warriors with a 20-point lead, and the 2-point conversion upcoming here for the Warriors. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home with United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. The Warriors have a 20-point lead, but they'll go for the 2-point conversion here with 5:38 left to play in the half. A botch play there by the Warriors, but Kemper Klein able to keep it and run it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Warriors lead 30-8. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations and get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Welcome back out to Albany for homecoming night here on this first day of October. Doesn't quite feel like a high school football night in October. Feels more like high school football night, maybe late August, early September. A little bit of a warm one tonight here in Albany. And the Warriors lighten up the scoreboard as they lead 30-8 with 5:38 left here in the half. This one will bounce over Wendy's head into the end zone for a touchback. And Schuyler County again will start with the football on their own 15.
The Warriors are definitely winning the field position battle to this point. Schuyler County started basically all their drives on their own 15, and the Warriors have been able to get some better starting field position with some turnovers on downs and just punts. So
I said, and the only time the Schuyler County has not started on their own 15 was when they recovered the onside kick to start the football game. And they started on the Albany 39. Schuyler County trying to get set up here on the first play of the drive. Now a timeout will be called here by the Warriors as they're a little late trying to figure out how to get set up. So we'll take a quick Petty John Auto Center timeout as well. The first timeout called here by the Warriors. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. It'll be a 1st and 10 here for Schuyler County following the Petty John Auto Center timeout here by the Warriors. Warriors still have 2 remaining here in the half. Schuyler County with 1. Hand off to Wendy, trying to bounce it outside, and he will pick up short yardage there on the play. Porter Davis there in on the stop along with Truman Runnels, as it's a 3-yard pickup there on the play by Wendy. So a 2nd and 7 here for Schuyler County. 5:10 still to play here in the opening half. This time Wendy going to take the snap as Smith deep, and it's going to be a handoff here to Humphrey, who was in motion, and he's going to be hit hard in the backfield. Kirby Stevens, the first Warrior there, along with Porter Davis. And it will be a loss of 4 yards on the play. It's going to push them back to a 3rd and 11.
Rams tried a little bit of a different look there, but the Warriors did well to get in the backfield and disrupt that play, and it got them a loss of 4 yards.
So that time, Warriors did not fall for the different look, and as soon as the ball was handed off to Humphrey, they came down hard and hit him in the backfield for a loss of 4, brings up now a 3rd and 11. Trips bunch to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Smith in the shotgun, he'll take the snap, roams out to the right. Here comes pressure, looking downfield, and getting free from his defender is Wendy, and they're in on the coverage that time is Cole Emerson. So Emerson gets beat a little bit there and gives the Rams a 1st down here on the drive.
Yeah, Rams able to convert that 3rd and 11. Smith was able to get out of the pocket a little bit and make a pretty good play there, being in a 3rd and long.
Emerson, who had a good game on Monday night in JV, getting an opportunity here on the varsity level here on Friday. Again, Smith looking to pass, screen for Wendy. And just one player was around him, and that was Ian Campbell. He ends up making the stop, but not before Wendy can take it out across midfield into Albany territory, down to the Albany 37-yard line. A pickup of 13 will give another 1st down here to the Rams.
And that screen attempt went a little bit better than the Rams' first one. They got a 1st down a little bit more with their 2nd attempt of it.
.345 left to play here in the opening half. 1 receiver out wide here to the left. And Humphrey, who will probably be in motion, as Smith will take the snap. Hand off to Wendy, trying to run it up the middle. And he will be pushed back after picking up maybe about a short yard there on the play. Stamper, the first Warrior there. So after the short yard pickup there by Wendy, it'll bring up a 2nd and 9 here from the Albany 36. 3:10 still left to play here in the half. Warriors with a 22-point lead here, 30-8. Smith alone in the backfield. Takes the snap in the shotgun. Looking deep down the field for Wendy. And he's going to bring it in for another Ram touchdown.
That's going to be the 2nd touchdown of the game for the Rams. And if they can stop the Warriors here with 2:42 left, they will receive the 2nd half kickoff. So they have a good chance here to tighten up this lead that the Warriors have on them.
And here on that drive, the Rams went after the young sophomore cornerback twice. They're on the drive, and Cole Emerson. Smith this time will take the snap, looking, and he'll get this one off. And Mason Humphrey, 2-point conversion, good. 30-16, 2:42 left to play here in the second. Schuyler County starting to make a comeback a little bit here in the second quarter. We'll see if the Warriors can shut it down on their next drive when we come back in a moment.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business. And that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today.
So kicking off again here for the Rams is Isaiah Kohlers-Arnold. His last two have been little onside kicks. We'll see if the Warriors are ready for it. They are again. And this one goes through the hands of Alex Wilson. And it's going to again be recovered here by Schuyler County as Caden Coombs comes away with the recovery. And the Warriors will give up the football again, have to go back out on defense. And Schuyler County will start again on the Warriors side of the football field, this time on the Warrior 37.
I said the Rams, if they could get a stop, they'd be looking pretty good after halftime. Well, now they got a chance to score, and after halftime maybe tie up the game.
Again, looking to pass is Smith. And looking and just falling incomplete in front of a diving Mason Humphrey as Porter Davis that time there in on the coverage. As Smith just led Humphrey a little too far, and it falls incomplete. 30-16, the Warriors lead here with 2:33 left in the second, and a 2nd and 10 here facing the Rams.
Yeah, that was just barely out of Humphrey's reach. Thought for a second there maybe the Warriors were going to give up another long touchdown.
So again, one receiver to the left, one receiver to the right. Humphrey in motion. Hand off to Wendy. Tries to take it outside. Xavier Darrenfelt there, and we'll wrap him up and take him down for a short loss of a yard. And it will bring up a 3rd and 11. Wendy tried to beat Darrenfelt to the corner. Darrenfelt didn't let him go and pulls him down for a loss of a yard on the play.
Yeah, that was a good play by Darrenfelt to get Wendy wrapped up, and looked like he tried to maybe cut it inside a little bit, but Darrenfelt didn't let that happen and brought him down.
Underneath 2 minutes left to play here in the half. Trips bunched up to the right. Humphrey alone out to the left. In coverage on Humphrey this time will be Klein looking for Wendy, and it goes in between his hands. Wendy and Humphrey both in that same spot. Davis and Klein were both there, and it goes through all four of them incomplete and brings up now a 4th and 11 with 1:48 left to play here in the half. Again, Schuyler County with one timeout remaining here in the half. Warriors have 2. So Smith again will come out here in the shotgun formation with Trips bunched up to the right, Humphrey alone out to the left. This time Porter Davis will be in single coverage out to the left. And here comes some pressure from the Warriors and throwing it out of bounds, but nobody there. It's going to be an intentional grounding here, I believe, called against Schuyler County, as there was no receiver in the vicinity as the ball went out of bounds on the Schuyler County sideline. It is an intentional grounding call. Remember, don't be penalized from the wrong insurance. Contact American Family Insurance Agent David Smith today, 660-726-3536. So after the intentional grounding penalty, it was already going to be first down for the Warriors after the turnover, but it will just be a matter of where the Warriors will start off with the football.
And either way, it's going to be in some pretty good field position. Warriors going to have enough time here to maybe put another touchdown up on the board with 1:42. That's plenty of time.
So with an intentional grounding, it's usually, I believe, about a 5 or 10-yard penalty. There's going to be a 5-yard penalty is what they're going to give them. So Albany will start out with the football on their own 37-yard line here with 1:42 still left to play here in this half. So even after giving up the even after giving up the onside kick, Warriors can still come out and put up a touchdown here on the board prior to half. One receiver out wide to the right is going to be Davis. Shotgun formation here for Klein. He'll run the option, and he'll flip this one out to Quincy Stamper late. He'll run. He's got enough for a first down, taken down inbounds right at the 25-yard line. That's going to be enough for an Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember to check out Schultz Convenience Store in Albany to keep your car and body moving. 11-yard pickup there by Stamper gives the Warriors a 1st and 10 here from about the 26-yard line. Davis now lines up wide here to the near side. Klein looking to pass for Davis. He has his man beat, turns, and he can't bring it in. That's 2 touchdown passes off the board tonight here for Kemper Klein, as his wide receiver is just not able to pull him in. And it'll bring up now a 2nd and 10. 1:12 still left to play here in this second quarter, 30-16. It's a 14-point Albany lead. Trying to tack on another here prior to half. Again, they still have 2 timeouts remaining here in the half. And this one goes through Klein's hands. He'll have to fall on it in the backfield. And that will be a loss of quite a bit, as they're going to put him down at the 35-yard line. It'll bring up now about a 3rd and a 20 here.
Yeah, Warriors going to have to make up a lot of ground after that. And that's why it's important when you have a chance, you got to take advantage of the scoring opportunities that you have.
This time, Warriors going to bring in both Darrenfelt and Stamper. First time we've seen this matchup. Darrenfelt will be the down back, Stamper the up back. 35 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Handoff to Stamper. He's got some room. He tries to cut it outside. He's across the 20, 15, 10, 5, and it's a Stamper scamper for a touchdown. A 35-yard touchdown run on the Stamper scamper. And the Warriors pull out now to a 36-16 lead.
Well, I said the Warriors had a lot of ground to make up, and they made it up and a lot more, and they put 6 up on the board.
2-point conversion upcoming, I formation. Handoff. This time goes to Darrenfelt. He'll rush it in. The Warriors take a 22-point lead again, 38-16. Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. 38-16 Warriors lead, 25 seconds remain in the half. We're back with more in a moment.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant at Albany has it all. Papa's is family friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
Darrenfelt will kick off here for the Warriors. Again, another deep one that will go into the end zone for a touchback. And again, Schuyler County starts at their own 15-yard line with 1 timeout remaining here in the half. We will see if they try to put some points up on the board or if they elect to go into halftime down by 22, knowing they'll get the football to start the first half or start the second half.
Yeah, I'll see they do it 25 seconds and a timeout. They will get the ball at half, so that may influence their decision a little bit. But it looks like that's not what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to try and score.
Trips out to the left, one receiver out to the right, alone in the backfield. Here is going to be Smith. He'll take the snap. Here comes pressure. Rolling out, still looking downfield. And this one going to be thrown out of bounds here on the Warriors sideline. 17 seconds remain as that one's thrown incomplete. 2 receivers both there in the area, but also 2 Warrior receivers right on the intended receivers.
Yeah, the Warriors here defensively are probably just going to be trying to limit that big play, so they're probably going to have a couple guys back just in case the Rams do get a reception, just keep them in front. Don't let the big play happen.
Almost play like a prevent defense here. So again, trips bunched out to the left. Again, Smith looking to pass, and it's a quick pass out to Mason Humphrey. And it's over his head, falls incomplete, brings up now a 3rd and 10. And now you're looking, if you're Schuyler County, you just want to hurry up and get this drive done with. Don't give the Warriors another opportunity close to their own end zone with 2 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, there's 14 seconds left, and that's plenty of time for just one play, just to kind of heave it towards the end zone or short pass and just try and make something out of it, whatever they decide to do.
This time they'll leave Wendy in with Smith. Smith again looks to pass and looking downfield, and Porter Davis tips it, looking to go for the interception, not able to bring it in as the pass intended that time and for Mason Humphrey. And in the 7 seconds left, it'll be a 4th and 10. And now the Warriors really have to play a prevent defense. But again, with 7 seconds left, Schuyler County does have a timeout. Punting it, though, looks like to be Wendy. But again, Warriors have nobody back to return the punt. Wendy's punt bounces at midfield, and this one will roll to a stop. But by that time, the half will end, and the Warriors will go into half with a 38-16, 22-point lead. We're back to start our Albany Hy-Vee halftime when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Looking to sell some of your things? Give Rod Dollars, Leo Madison, or Leon Mester a call at Dollars and Mester Auction Service to set up an auction today. Call Rod at 660-254-2548 or 660-783-2548. Give Leon a call at 660-582-0258 or 660-726-3252, or give Leo a call at 660-868-0113. Check out their current auctions at showmemoreauctions.com.
Schultz Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Schultz has coffee and gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champ's Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schultz adult beverages and scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one.
Smith Insurance Agency. Call us for your financial needs. Protect your home, health, life, and car. Hometown service, best by far. Call Nick. Call Dave. At Smith Insurance Agency, call this number right away, 660-726-3396.
And welcome back out again here to Albany, where the Warriors hold a lead here over Schuyler County by a score of 38-16. Remember, tonight's halftime brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee, and you can find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee. I'd like to thank our sponsors help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here in Albany. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Centers with locations in Bethany and Albany. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, along with Albany Hy-Vee. American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, agents Tony Nelson in Bethany and Tammy Wynn Siddons of Albany. Dollars and Messner Auction Service. Schultz Convenience Store in Albany. Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential of Albany. Mosaic Medical Center Albany. Northwest Cell. Raymond Smith Body Shop of Albany. East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center in Albany. Hogue Lumber Company of Albany. Stamper Hauling of Albany and the City of Albany and the Albany Booster Club. the Albany and Schuyler County School Districts. Printer and News Shopper located in Albany, and Winner Circle Trophies and Awards North located in Albany. As we continue to calculate up the numbers, it was a game, Brett, that really Schuyler County came out, really got the Warriors going by coming up with a onside kick and recovering the ball. But then after picking up a big first down on the first play of the drive, kind of fizzled out, and that gave Albany the opportunity to come back, end up taking the ball and going on about a 7-play drive and capping it off with a 6-yard touchdown run by Quincy Stamper, one of 3 that he had there in that first half. But then they answer it back with a big 63-yard touchdown pass, again from Connor Smith to Mason Humphrey. But really, so far, the Warriors have kind of done what they've had done to them a couple of times this year. Every single time the Warriors have had the football, they've ended up with points on the scoreboard, and that is something, if you're a Warriors fan, you really like to see.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And we brought it up before, but Coach Fountain was talking about consistency on the Warriors side. And on the defensive side of the ball as well as the offensive, we've been talking more about their defense, but offensive as well. And there's been a few big plays they've allowed from Schuyler County that has kind of broken open for big gains. But overall, the Warriors have been consistent on both sides of the ball, and right now they hold a 38-16 lead at halftime, so they're doing pretty well.
And, one of the things for Schuyler County, they're a young team, maybe not as physically able as Albany is running the football, especially Darren Felt and Stamper, things like that. One of the big things Schuyler County has kind of come out and done to the Warriors is they have kind of come out and done a couple of things with them, as they were able to pick up 2 of the onside kick return or onside kick recoveries. That is something I'm sure Coach Fountain going over here during halftime with his team. You have to recover those and quit giving Schuyler County, even though they haven't necessarily resulted in anything, you have to quit giving them that opportunity to keep getting on the football field, because it's only going to wear down your defense.
Yeah, we talked about it, that momentum is a big thing in all sports, but football you really see it because, I mean, you can be in control and then a couple of just bad things happen and all of a sudden the momentum's on your side and you just can't get anything going anymore. And so the Warriors in the second half have got to be ready for the onside kick at all times, because with Schuyler County being down, they're definitely going to see at least a couple, I would think. So, yeah, Fountain definitely talking with that over with his team.
And still kind of calculating up the numbers here, but so far, just the amount of passing plays. Warriors 1 for 4 passing in that first half for 19 yards. And so far for Schuyler County here, they have 139 yards passing, but so far they have 10 incompletions, so they are 6 for 16 for 139 yards. And even though they only have 6 receptions, the biggest problem is 2 of them have gone for a touchdown, 1 for 63 yards, 1 for 36. That's something the Warriors really need to cut down on. They have played really good coverage, but there's also been some botched coverages. Sometimes Schuyler County's been able to take advantage. Sometimes they have not.
Yeah, and that's another thing that Coach Fountain's definitely talking with them over is you got to know what you're doing defensively, because like we've been talking about it, the big plays are the ones that are really hurting the Warriors, and there's been a couple of those so far. So the Warriors do hold the lead, though, so it's not so bad for them. They've been playing pretty well overall.
And we'll be back with the rest of the numbers from the first half after we take another quick timeout as you watch the Albany High School Band perform here during halftime on Albany TV.
As Mosaic continues to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic, they are committed to staying connected. Whether you need a routine checkup or to be seen for an illness, Mosaic has virtual options available. The highly trained nurses are also ready to help you when you need them via the 24/7 community nurse line. Plus, the My Mosaic Portal website and app are available for messaging your care team and accessing health information. Please visit mymlc.com/stayconnected to learn more. Now more than ever, Mosaic is here with you and here for you. As Mosaic continues to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic, they are committed to staying connected. Whether you need a routine checkup or to be seen for an illness, Mosaic has virtual options available. The highly trained nurses are also ready to help you when you need them via the 24/7 community nurse line. Plus, the My Mosaic portal website and app are available for messaging your care team and accessing health information. Please visit mymlc.com/stayconnected to learn more. Now more than ever, Mosaic is here with you and here for you.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. We're at the half, and it's a 38-16 Albany lead here over Schuyler County for halftime. Taking a look here as we finally calculated up all the first half stats. Kemper Klein running the ball 4 for 15, passing 1 for 19, but that included a big play. But one of the big things there on that 1 for 4, 2 dropped touchdown passes there for the Warriors on 2 drives by 2 different receivers. Quincy Stamper leading the way on the ground tonight for the Warriors, 9 rushes for 95 yards. But one of the other good things about it, right behind him, 6 carries, 81 yards so far. Not who you would think is Xavier Darrenfeld, who matched him last week, but it's Nate Doolittle, who has 81 yards off the 6 carries so far tonight. Xavier Darrenfeld right behind them, 7 carries, 37 yards. Ian Campbell brought in the 1 catch for 19 yards. For the Rams of Schuyler County, Connor Smith, 2 rushes for just 2 yards in that first half. 6 for 16 passing for 139 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then it was Cale Windy leading the way on the ground, 11 carries, 18 yards so far in the first half for Cale Windy. He has 2 catches, though, for 49, including a touchdown catch. Mason Humphrey has 2 rushes for -2 yards, but has 3 catches for 90 yards, including a touchdown. So one of the key things that really jumps out at you here for the Warriors on the ground so far, they have over 225 yards rushing between Klein, Stamper, Doolittle, and Darrenfeld. And then you look at Schuyler County, and they have 18 yards off of 15 carries between Smith, Humphrey, and Cale Windy. So, Brett, that's one thing the Warriors really have to be proud about. They've really contained the run of Schuyler County, but now it's just holding off a couple of those passes.
Oh, yeah, the Warrior defense has done pretty well with the run defense. Just a few lapses on some passing plays that have allowed some big yards. And on the Warriors, having several people, which is what they have, that can run the ball, and not even just like having multiple guys that are good, but just having the bodies that can keep each other fresh. That's a big part of why this run attack is so good, because they never really get tired. And when they do get tired, they come out, there's somebody that's fresh that can just come in and run the ball and give them some good yards. So that's how this Warrior team is going to win this game. If they can continue to keep their running game going as well as it has been so far.
And again, remember, the Warriors have 5 touchdowns on the night, 3 of them by Quincy Stamper, 1 by Nate Doolittle, the other one by Xavier Darrenfeld. So not only are they getting it done on the ground, they're having it done by multiple people, like we've talked about. But the biggest thing coming into this game you look at the stat board and you look at who the top leaders are in 8-man football and touchdowns, and right up there is Kemper Klein. And so far tonight, he's got 4 rushes for 15 yards. So he hasn't even used his ability to run tonight, and the Warriors are still able to get done and have put 5 touchdowns up on the board.
Oh, yeah, we've seen Klein. He's just as good of a runner as the rest of the guys. And like you said, he hasn't really shown it so far, but the Warriors are still running the ball really well. So that's a really good sign if you're a Warrior fan or a Warrior coach that you have a lot of guys that can come in and run the ball and do it really well.
And again, we'll be back with more here as we have about 4 minutes away from the start of the second half kickoff. We'll be back with more when we come back in just a moment.
East Fork Lodge and Ranch in Albany is the premier event center in Northwest Missouri. With its scenic views, East Fork Lodge and Ranch makes for the ultimate spot to host corporate events, reunions, or any other event that you have planned. For weddings and anniversaries, the Legacy Event Center at East Fork Lodge, with its rustic elegance, has everything you need to make your special day memorable. Email Jamie at eastforklodge.com for more information on the Legacy Event Center or East Fork Lodge and Ranch. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades. Stamper Hauling of Albany offers professional, reliable, dedicated, expedited deliveries to long haul and oversize, all while guaranteeing on-time delivery. Steven Stamper of Stamper Hauling features over 20 years of CDL commercial driving experience. Contact Steven at 816-244-3196 or by email at stamperhauling@gmail.com for your company's next hauling job. Stamper Hauling, a family-owned business located in Northwest Missouri.
In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of Northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small-town roots with a big-town feel. The Albany Booster Club is a group of supporters who come together to make a better experience for the students. They try to help the students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, longtime supporters of the Albany R3 School District, joining together for the better of the Albany students.
And welcome back out again here to Albany at the half. It is a Warrior lead here for halftime and homecoming 38-16. Take a look at some other scores from around the area. King City with the lead over Rockport 44-0 at the half. Pattonsburg trails Rich Hill 22-0. And at last check, Stanberry had a lead over North Andrew at the half 35-6. Worth County had a lead over Oric at the half, 44-0. Knox County at last check was leading over St. Joseph Christian. Those all scores in the GRC. Lockwood has a lead over Liberal with about 14 seconds away from halftime. Some other scores for you here. Actually, to start the, I said in the third quarter, it looked like Nottoway Valley leading over DeKalb, a score of 30-6. And another score for you, Drexel and Archie playing tonight in a big matchup between 2 top 10 teams in the state. And at the half, Drexel led over Archie 46-12. Again, 38-16, the Warriors hold the lead, and they will kick off to start this second half. Brett, again, one of the things Warriors are going to have to watch out for how do they come out and stop the big passing plays, and how do they get their defense off the field here in this second half?
Well, I think the key for them, they've been doing really well so far getting in the backfield. So now it comes on the guys in the secondary to know their responsibilities and to not allow that big play. Because other than just a few big plays that they've allowed, they've played pretty well defensively. So I think that's the key for them, is just to keep the pressure up, and the secondary's got to know what their jobs are.
And Darren Felt set to kick off. Humphrey back to return the kick, again back in his own 5-yard line. This one deep, and it will bounce inside the 5. Rolls and just barely touches the goal line at the 1-yard line. And you can't get a much better kickoff than that.
Yeah, that was just about perfect. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. It rolls just a little bit less, and they start on the 1-yard line.
Well, and actually at that, the Warriors had an opportunity to pick it up and run it into the end zone. Because Mason Humphrey was just willing to let it watch and go, and when it rolls like that and just waits there, that's when you get real nervous as a head football coach.
Yeah, once it gets past 10 yards, it's anyone's ball, so Schuyler County kind of lucky there that the ball died.
And they're going to set one receiver out wide to the left. Humphrey kind of line up in that no-man's zone, as this one's going to be handoff to Windy. Again, he had just a couple of carries for 18 yards, and he'll pick up maybe about a short yard there on the play. Truman Runnels there on the play and tried stripping the football away, but not able to get it, but was still able to get Windy down there on that first drive here, our first play of the drive of the second half.
Yeah, Schuyler County hasn't been able to get too much going on the ground running the ball, and the Warriors have been doing a great job of keeping them having to throw the ball, having to depend on it the whole first half.
2 receivers out wide to the right, 1 receiver out wide to the left. Humphrey kind of back in that little slot position there to the left. Smith trying to get things going. 3 seconds left on the play clock. They get the play off, and it's going to be a quick pass on a little comeback play there. And it falls incomplete, trying to get the ball to Humphrey as Porter Davis is there. And it falls incomplete, brings up now a 3rd and 9.
And if the Warriors can get a quick 3 and out here, that'd be big for them to get that defense off the field and get the ball back. They've been running the ball really well so far, and the good thing with running the ball is the clock continues to wind, and so they'll be able to take a good chunk of time off the board and get closer to a win here on their homecoming.
And that's what every player likes to have on homecoming night. Nobody likes to go home with a loss on homecoming. Here comes pressure again. Smith looking to pass, and this one goes off the hands, incomplete for Isaiah Kohlers-Arnold. And it'll bring up a 4th and 9 on the Schuyler County 16-yard line. We'll see if they have Windy back to punt again. And we'll see if the Warriors will put anybody back. You almost have to think Schuyler County might have run a couple of trick punt plays in some of the film that the Warriors have seen, because they're not even willing to put anybody back to return a punt tonight.
Yeah, they haven't put anybody back yet, so maybe that is why they're not doing that.
And the Warriors almost come away with a block, and this one, an end-over-end punt, but it goes off the side of the punter's foot, and it rolls out of bounds inside Schuyler territory at their own 33, and the Warriors will get excellent starting field position.
Yeah, the ball hit the side of the punter's foot there, and so it was it wasn't that good of a punt. So, yeah, the Warriors starting in Schuyler County territory for this drive. That's great field position for them.
Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact David Smith with Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. I formation again here for the Warriors. Stamper the deep back with Darren Felt the up back. Stamper takes this one, and it'll be close to the first down yard marker, maybe a yard shy, as he'll pick up 9 yards on the first play of the drive. Again, Stamper already with 3 rushing touchdowns tonight. Darren Felt with 1. Nate Doolittle with 1 as well. This time Stamper will be the down back, and Darren Felt will be the up back. Hand off to Darren Felt. He'll get loose, and he's on the run, but he's going to be pulled down inside the 10-yard line. Last person to make the play there, Isaiah Kohlers-Arnold, and he pulls him down, but not before Darren Felt can bring it inside the 10-yard line down to the 7. And that is going to be a pickup of 17 yards and enough for an Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember, you can fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store in Albany. Darren Felt Stamper will switch from the down back and up back again. Stamper takes the handoff. And he gets wrapped up around the ankles, and he'll pick up 2 yards there on the play. Brings up a 2nd and goal from the 6.
And that's a big thing also that comes with having multiple guys that can run the ball. You can have 2 guys in the backfield, and the defense kind of has to it keeps the defense on their heels as to who's going to get the handoff, and that's kind of what they're doing here with Darren Felt and Stamper in the backfield.
And one thing to watch out for here on this one, Warriors have not handed off to the down back yet tonight. And they do it right there, and Stamper takes it in, 6-yard touchdown run, and it's the 4th Stamper scamper of the evening. So a 6-yard touchdown run. Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home of United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn-Siddons.
And that's kind of what I was talking about. The Warriors, they had Stamper as the down back, and then Darren Felt behind him, and it could go to either one of them. You don't know who he's going to hand it off to.
And like I said, it was the first time the Warriors had handed it off to that down back. And when you switch them like that, you really give them an opportunity for either of them to bring it in. And now rushing it in for the 2-point conversion is Darren Felt. And the Warriors now hold a 30-point lead, 46-16, 9:33 left to play in the third quarter. We're back with more in a moment.
Hello, I'm Dustin Freeman, Superintendent of the Albany R3 School District. At Albany, our staff is focused on helping students excel in academics, athletics, music, business, technology, art, and agriculture. We strive to help young minds prepare for life and become successful in whatever endeavor they choose. The Albany R3 School District is a tribe of parents, teachers, students, and community members working together so students don't just chase their dreams, but live them.
So with the Warriors now holding a 30-point lead, Darren Felt will kick off. Again, here for the Warriors, last one died right at the goal line for a touchback. Humphrey now back inside his own 5 and his own 3-yard line. Darren Felt again kicks this one deep, and this one will bounce into the end zone for another Albany Warrior touchback, and Schuyler County again will start on their own 15.
The Warriors had a good defensive drive to start the half. See if they can keep it up here.
I said if the Warriors weren't up by 30 here, I would say on the next kickoff, I would almost try an onside kick. But with a 30-point lead, I don't think that's necessarily necessary.
Yeah, they probably won't do that. But if it was a close game, I would definitely see that because they wouldn't be expecting it with Darren Felt kind of just booting it as far as he could every other time.
Because right now, Humphrey basically waiting for it to go in every time. That might be something if the Warriors need it. Smith looking to pass here in shotgun formation. Porter Davis jumps it. He'll come away with the interception. Pass intended that time for Humphrey.
And Davis perfectly timed that pass, jumped just at the right time. He had a chance to pick one off earlier. Looked like he might have jumped a little bit too early. But there he timed it up perfectly and comes away with the ball on the interception.
So now the Warriors have the football again on Schuyler County's side of the football at the 33-yard line. Last time they also started the third quarter with a drive on the 33. It took them 4 plays to score, all runs by Stamper and Darren Felt. This time they're going to line up in a shotgun formation. And looking for Porter Davis, who just came away with the interception. He'll come away with it, and he'll score the touchdown. 33-yard score, that time from Kemper Klein to Porter Davis as they award him for the interception. Remember, you can score too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn-Siddons.
That's good to see Davis rewarded for the interception. I think after maybe his first drop, he's like, I'm not dropping any more passes. Next time the ball comes to me, I'm going to catch it.
And that's 2 catches in a row, and neither of them really easy catches as there was tight coverage put on that last time. Option play here on the 2-point conversion. Flipped out to Darren Felt. Gets in. 54-16, the Warriors lead. 9:19 left to play in the second. We're back with more when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winner's Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winner's Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. Order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items. Call Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winner's Circle North.
Brett, we talked about it in the first half. We talked about it with Coach Fountain. One of the things with a young team, you can't give them hope, and they're taking away the hope of the Rams here to start out this second half with 2 quick scores.
Yeah, Warriors doing a good job keeping their foot on the gas.
And that one again will go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams again will start on their own 15-yard line. They'll start their third drive. So far, they've only run 4 plays, 2 incomplete passes, an interception, and 1 run for a yard. So Albany Warrior defense coming out big here in this second half. $9:19 left to play here in this third quarter. Warriors starting to pull away 54-16. And as Schuyler County gets lined up in motion, here is Humphrey. Smith will flip this one to Wendy a little bit. He has some room up the middle. And he is going to get enough for a first down before he's taken down Kemper Klein there on the stop along with Cole Emerson. And it's going to be about a 13-yard pickup for a first down here for Schuyler County.
That was a pretty big run there for Schuyler County. First big play of the half for them. We'll see if they can put together a drive here after turning the ball over last time.
And the very first drive of the night for Schuyler County, Wendy had a play almost exactly like that for 13 yards. But after that, Schuyler County's drive kind of fizzled. We'll see what happens here. And now a timeout is, it looks like Isaiah Kohlers-Arnold looking over to the sideline, having some trouble figuring out where to line up. So a timeout will be called here by Schuyler County. Petty John Auto Center timeout. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Remember to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
The Printery in Albany can do all of your printing. They do business cards, envelopes, brochures, books, calendars, posters, magnetic signs, banners, and everything in between. Come visit Perry and Susan at the Printery in Albany, where they have your printing covered. Call the Printery today at 660-726-5234. That's 660-726-5234 for fair and honest pricing, because to us, you're family.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. It will be a 1st and 10 here for Schuyler County following the Petty John Auto Center timeout. 8:45 left to play here in the third quarter. 54-16, Warriors with the lead. And Brett, with the way that Isaiah Kohlers-Arnold having some trouble lining up, I could see some sort of trick play coming up here for Schuyler County.
Yeah, let's see what they do here with.
And it's a double reverse. But Wendy in the backfield having some trouble getting back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to be taken down out of bounds by Ian Campbell. And it'll be a loss of about a yard or 2.
And that was a lot of running for a loss of 1.
Yes, it was. And it was just something the way that Kohlers-Arnold was lining up, that he was trying to figure out exactly what to do. So it wasn't something they normally ran.
Yeah.
So Schuyler County comes out with a double reverse, but not able to come away with anything on it.
Yeah, I know sometimes you see them break open for big gains, but the Warriors did a good job of reading that and realizing what was happening.
Well, and the biggest thing there is another timeout going to be called here by Schuyler County. We're going to keep it right here. But remember to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. One of the big things, though, on that last double reverse, the Warriors stayed home. Their defense stayed home. That was their problem last week. They kept pursuing the football, which, again, is something you like to see, but you have to have somebody, because remember, it was Dalton Luke that was able to reverse field twice last week and end up with a touchdown for Platte Valley, who at last check had a big lead in their ball game over Southwest Livingston. But, again, that's something that the Warriors really learned this week.
Yeah, last week we saw them have problems with that, with over-pursuing and not staying home and allowing these big plays. And talking with a few of the players this week, they knew that. They realized that was a big problem for them, and so it looks like they learned from last week's game, and they're doing a good job of it here.
So coming out of the timeout will be Schuyler County football, a 2nd and 11. Having a little bit of helmet troubles here is Hayden Dixon, their starting guard. And he'll end up having to come out for this play. And we'll see exactly if the Warriors can take advantage of that as their junior guard out on the sideline and with a little bit of helmet trouble. So it looks like taking his place is going to be the sophomore Landon White. Warriors sideline makes some noise, and there's going to be a jump and a false start called here against Schuyler County. Remember, don't be penalized. Don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Contact American Family Insurance agent David Smith today, 660-726-3536.
And so that's going to back Schuyler County up, and so now they're going to be looking at a 3rd and 16, or 2nd and 16.
Again, still on the sideline with equipment trouble is Hayden Dixon. Also on the sideline, it looked like, was Troy Troutwine, the other guard. Here's the snap. Smith looking to pass and almost intercepted there by Kemper Klein as it's deflected down at the line of scrimmage, brings up a 3rd and long.
I thought Klein grabbed that for a second. That would have been a great interception, and
he would have had open yardage in front of him.
Yeah, and not very far to go either, so probably a pick 6 there, but just couldn't quite get his hands around it.
So now checking back in is going to be Dixon as Noah Pross goes off. So again, 3rd and 16 here for Schuyler County. 8:32 left to play in the 3rd. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Smith takes the snap with 2 seconds left on the play clock. Here comes pressure. Looking downfield, Porter Davis again comes away with the interception after it's bobbled. And Porter Davis will bring it down at the Warrior 31-yard line. As Mason Humphrey tipped it a little bit.
Yeah, Davis came up with the interception there, and great concentration from him to be able to grab it in, because that was bobbled several times, yes, and he was able to still catch it.
I said it not only bobbled out, he had it in his hands, lost it. It hit off of Mason Humphrey, the wide receiver for Schuyler County, and then goes right into the hands again of Porter Davis, and then just gets tripped up and can't return it. Looking for a quick pass here out to Ian Campbell on the sideline, and he loses it as it falls incomplete.
We've seen that a few times. The Warrior receivers need to focus on catching the ball before they run with it. If you try to run with it before you grab it, you're just going to drop it every time.
I said so far, Porter Davis, Garrett Phillips, and now Ian Campbell each with an incompletion. So you have to think Phillips is set here for a completion as Campbell and Porter Davis have each brought in a pass. High formation, though, here for the Warriors. That's going to be handoff to the down back and Stamper. He'll rush forward, and he'll pick up about 4 yards before he's pushed back by a host of Rams, including the first one there, Troy Troutwine. So it'll be a 3rd and 6 here for the Warriors. They'll need just past midfield for a first down. Warriors in the I formation. Stamper the down back. Darren Felt the up back. Darren Felt will get the handoff. He'll rush forward. He's got enough for a first. Continues to move inside the 35-yard line of Schuyler County down to the 34. And it's a gain of 11 yards. And that's going to be enough for another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember, you can keep your car and body moving by stopping up and fueling up at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 in Albany, just like the Warriors continue to keep their drive moving. $7:20 left to play. Porter Davis will line up wide to the left. And looking on a quick little comeback route for Davis, but it's going to be too short, and it bounces up to him, pass incomplete.
Yeah, Davis kind of had a dive for that one. That pass was a little bit short by Klein. Didn't quite get to him.
So it'll bring up a 2nd and 10 here from the Schuyler County 34-yard line. Warriors with a 54-16 lead, 7:09 still left to play here in this third quarter. Again, Davis will line up wide to the left, shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff to Darenfeld, rolls out, gets it out to Quincy Stamper. He'll haul it in, and he'll take it down for a first down, but a penalty flag, though, down right around the area where Stamper brought in the pass. We'll see what the flag is here. It would have been a gain of 12 yards, hauled in by Stamper. Remember, don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Contact American Family Insurance agent David Smith today, 660-726-3536. We'll see what the call is. And it's an ineligible man downfield here for the Warriors. And that's going to push the Warriors back about 5 yards and bring up a 2nd and 15 from the 39-yard line here of Schuyler County.
Yeah, the offensive lineman can't go that far before the pass is completed. It's kind of
2 yards. That's as far as you're allowed to go.
And it just looks like maybe one of the O-linemen, maybe sometimes they just stumble forward and then they get flagged. So maybe I didn't really see it. So maybe that's what happened.
Yeah, I said a lot of times on those screen passes, that's when you usually get those calls. As this one's going to be handed off to Darenfeld, the deep back, and he's going to get maybe a yard there on the play, and that's it. As Landon White there on the stop that time for the Rams. So it'll be a 3rd and 14 now here for the Warriors. Again, they have gotten a couple completions. Phillips will step off the field here, so I'm sure they'll bring in Campbell and Davis as the 2 main receivers here for the Warriors. Campbell will line up wide out to the left. Davis lines up wide out to the right. In the slot to the right will be Stamper. Darenfeld will be behind Klein as they go in the pistol formation. They were looking on a little slant pattern. This one, and we're going to have a defensive pass interference call here against Mason Humphrey as pass intended for Porter Davis. He almost came away with it still and ran into the end zone.
Yeah, Davis almost. He was definitely obstructed trying to catch the ball, but he still almost was able to pull it in and probably had a touchdown because he had several steps after the contact. So
remember, don't be penalized from the wrong insurance. Contact American Family Insurance agent David Smith today, 660-726-3536. And that 15-yard penalty will give the Warriors another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember, you can keep your car and body moving by fueling it up at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 in Albany, just like the Warriors keep their drive moving.
Yeah, Warriors are going to get a free first down after that penalty when they had several yards to go on 3rd down. So big penalty for them there.
High formation as Klein underneath center. Handoff goes to Stamper. He breaks loose, and he's going to have his 4th touchdown run here of the night, this time from 24 yards away for another Scamper Stamper. His 5th Scamper Stamper of the night.
Yeah, Stamper's definitely been running all over this Schuyler County defense. He's had a big night.
2-point conversion upcoming here for the Warriors. They hold a 60-16 lead with 6 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. High formation again here for the Warriors. And it's going to be a fake, and Klein trying to run it out and gets it away. The pass will fall incomplete. So 2-point conversion, no good. Warriors lead 60-16. 6 minutes left to play here in this third quarter, and we are back with more when we come back in just a moment. But remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn-Siddons.
Trying to sell your old car? Looking for some much needed help on the farm? Wanting to grow your customer base? The New Shopper in Albany prints 9,000 copies each week that are delivered to every Gentry and Worth County deliverable addresses and the surrounding area free of charge. Give Perry and Susan a call at 660-726-5234 at the New Shopper in Albany to have your ad sent directly to your customers.
Darenfeld again will kick off. They lead 60-16. Back again to receive the kick is Humphrey. He'll be back at his own 3-yard line. Deep kick goes into the end zone. Touchback again. And Schuyler County again will have to start on their own 15.
Yeah, and it just goes back to winning that field position battle. The Warriors have definitely been able to do that so far with these kicks from Darenfeld. It's just tough when you start so far back. You got to go basically the whole length of the field. And with the Warriors, with their defense, they've been getting a lot of turnovers on downs. So they've definitely won the field position battle in this game.
And we talked about the defensive backs for the Warriors needing to come up with big stops. No completion so far in this second half by Schuyler County, but one interception.
Yeah, they've definitely done better this half for sure.
Again, looking to pass and looking on another screen. They'll get a quick out to Humphrey, and he's going to be brought down. No, he's not, as he gets out of the tackle, that time by Porter Davis, but then taken down by Truman Runnels, short of the first down yard marker. And it'll bring up now a 2nd and 2 after the 8-yard pickup that time from Connor Smith to Mason Humphrey.
I think actually it's been 2 interceptions in this half.
Davis yes, sorry, 2 interceptions, yes.
So that it just goes to the Warrior secondary. We said that they had to kind of step up this half to avoid those big pass plays, and they've done it so far.
So they're going to bunch up trips here to the left side. One receiver alone out wide to the right. In motion is Windy. Smith rolls out to the near side. Darenfeld gives pressure. He throws him down, and it's going to be another Albany Hy-Vee sack. Remember, you can fill your grocery sack with all your tailgating favorites at your tailgate headquarters, your local Albany Hy-Vee.
And Darenfeld with a big play there to get the sack, but also credit to the secondary. They had some good coverage there. Smith had nowhere to throw the ball, and he just had to take a sack there. So they've been playing really well the second half.
And as well as the Warrior front has been able to get into the backfield, that is just the 2nd sack of the night. As Smith so far has been able to evade the pressure and get rid of it. But that time just ran out of real estate and ran out of time as Darenfeld was hot on his trail. And before the delay of game penalty, Schuyler County's going to have to take a timeout. That is their final timeout here of the half. And there's still 5:10 left to play here in the third quarter. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout. Remember to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Thank you for watching tonight's Albany TV broadcast. Don't forget to turn on your Facebook notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you would like to be a part of our broadcast, give Jared Rolvis a call at 660-254-4800. If you have something in mind that we should broadcast or have any comments about tonight's game, you can also message us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. It's homecoming night here for the Warriors, and the Warriors' homecoming theme was now streaming a Warriors victory. And Warriors looking like they're going to hold true to that as they lead 60-16 with 5:10 left to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Warriors with a great response from that tough loss last week against Platte Valley.
And now a timeout going to be called here by Albany as Schuyler County comes out in a different formation than they're used to. And we're going to keep it right here again. Remember, during this timeout, check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. And Brett, one of the things that happened a couple of drives late there in that first half, Schuyler County kind of found the sophomore in Cole Emerson, who hasn't gotten much playing time so far this season. They kind of went after him. They haven't quite done that so much here in this second half as Emerson stays out on the field defensively at the cornerback position.
Yeah, they definitely targeted the not as experienced sophomore, and this is actually his first year playing. He didn't play last year, so his first year he's got some stuff to learn, and Schuyler County took advantage of that. But the second half they haven't really gone to that. They've been trying to target Porter Davis,
which hasn't gone well.
Hasn't gone well. He has 2 picks, so we'll see what they do here going forward.
And we'll see if Schuyler County will stay in that different formation. Again, they've run this on 2 of their 2-point conversions so far tonight. They will come out in their regular formation. They're going to do trips bunched up to the right, 1 receiver out to the left. Smith will take the snap in the shotgun. Looking on a little quick out here to Humphrey. Nobody home, though, in the middle of the field here for the Warriors. Penalty flags fly from both sides. And Emerson is able to trip up Humphrey, but not able to get him down. But at this one, I believe, coming back. And just by the looks of Hayden Dixon, I have a feeling this one's coming against him.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he messed up there just by his reaction. So, and with Schuyler County getting a touchdown off the play, you can see why he's upset.
And it is going to be a hold against Schuyler County. But both of these flags are past the first down yard marker. This is a spot foul penalty. Either way, I don't think Schuyler County is going to come away with the first down, but they are going to come out with yardage after this on that 3rd and 10 play.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of which penalty flag they use, and they're going to use the one that was near the Schuyler County 35-yard line. So this is going to make this about a 3rd and 1 following the holding penalty.
Yeah, Schuyler County is going to get a few yards off that penalty, but little consolation after they just ran full length of the field almost for a touchdown.
But again, now instead of a 3rd and 10, it's a 3rd and 1. And again, without points up on the board for Schuyler County, which is the big one for the Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors definitely got a little bit of a break there. We'll see if they can make the stand here on 3rd and 1. It's probably 4-down territory with Schuyler County being down this much, so they'll have to get 2 stops.
4:35 left to play here in the 3rd. Windy in the backfield with Smith, and it's going to be a delay of game penalty called here against Schuyler County. Again, they do not have any timeouts remaining here in the half, and this is going to push them back another 5 yards. And it is going to be now a 3rd and 6. Remember, don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Contact American Family Insurance agent David Smith today, 660-726-3536.
And now the Warriors have a little bit more room to give as they try and get the stop here.
And one of the things when you have a young team like this, you do have a couple of those penalties for delay of games, things like that, when you don't have the opportunity to call the timeouts. So Smith will take the snap in the shotgun. Rolling out. Looking for the center of the field. And catching it is Windy as they go against Ian Campbell. And Windy this time takes it into the end zone. No penalty flags down. And it will be a 61-yard touchdown pass from Connor Smith to Cale Windy.
Yeah, Schuyler County able to get that touchdown anyway after the holding penalty that sent the first touchdown back. And they were able to beat Ian Campbell down the field on that one. So big play for Schuyler County after initially losing the first touchdown they got.
So 60-22, just underneath 4 minutes left to play here in the 3rd. They have snapped it straight to Windy before in this formation. That's exactly what they do, and immediately hitting the backfield and throwing him down is Quincy Stamper.
Stamper was there basically right as soon as he caught the ball. He got right in the backfield.
So after the 2-point conversion fails, it's a 60-22 Albany lead. 3:58 left to play in the 3rd. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Whether providing a service or selling a product, any successful business depends on its team. Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company has put together a team that takes care of their customers. From Tony the play caller, to Fred, Dylan, Tammy, and Marcy, the offensive specialist, to Suzette, the stats gal who keeps it all together in the office. You can depend on this team, whether you're buying or selling a home, farm, ranch, or hunting property. Wishing the best of luck to all area sports teams is the team from Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, serving Northwest Missouri. Online at nelsonsolar.com.
So Kohler's Arnold again ready to kick off. All of his so far have been onside kicks. They've recovered 2 of them. And this one is going to be recovered here by the Warriors as Garrett Clare able to come away with the recovery. And the Warriors will start with the football on the 39-yard line of Schuyler County.
Clare was dangerously close to letting that one get away from him.
Well, he's already got one that's kind of bumped off him and was recovered by Schuyler County, so making sure he doesn't become the GOAT twice.
Yeah, that time he had to dive on a little bit as it was rolling away from him, but he was able to grab it.
High formation here for the Warriors. Hand off to the deep back and Xavier Darrenfeld. He'll rush forward and he'll pick up 4 yards there on the play. Brings up now a 2nd and 6. As Landon White there on the stop that time for the Rams.
The Warriors definitely won't be in any hurry to run any plays here or to do any passing plays for sure with a big lead, and late in the third quarter they'll just be trying to wind the clock down a little bit with each play.
Darren Felt the down back, Stamper the up back. Stamper already with 5 touchdown runs so far tonight. Darren Felt with 1. Hand off to Stamper. Plows forward. And he will award the Warriors with a first down off of that run. And that is going to be enough for another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember, you can fuel your car and body with a stop at Schultz Convenience Store in Albany off US 136. Just like the Warriors continue to keep this drive moving.
And importantly, to keep the clock moving too as well.
Yes.
Looking to just keep grinding away with these runs.
Stamper the down back. He'll get the handoff. He's got some room, and he's going to run for his 6th Stamper Scamper of the night, this time from 34 yards away. Or 29 yards, sorry. So a 29-yard touchdown run for Quincy Stamper, his 6th of the night, his 3rd here in the second half.
Yeah, like we said before, Stamper's been running all over the Schuyler County defense, and it continues with the 6th touchdown there. Just the big night continues for the senior.
2:42 still left to play here in the third quarter. 66-22. The Warriors have 44 points, doubled up over Schuyler County. And Darren Felt with the 2-point conversion makes it now 68-22. 2:42 left to play in the third. We're back with more when we come back in just a moment. But remember that you can score a touchdown too when you list your home. United Country Nelson Real Estate Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Darren Felt will kick off again, and Brett, I will bet you a soda after the game that this one goes into the end zone.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be taking that bet just based off what we've seen from Darren Felt so far.
Every single one of his kicks so far tonight have gone for a touchback. As does that one.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't take the bet.
So Schuyler County again will start on their own 15-yard line. 68-22, Warriors with the lead here on homecoming night. And there's still 2:42 left to play here in this third quarter. And now we're looking like we could see some new faces coming pretty soon here to start the fourth quarter, possibly for the Warriors.
Yeah, that's to be expected with the lead they have here. Normally when you get above 50 points and the clock's running, you bring in your JV level players to get some extra experience.
Not quite yet at a 50-point lead, but we're getting close as Smith will take the snap in the shotgun. Again, here comes pressure. Again, it's Stamper, and this one going to be thrown in the area this time of Cale Windy, and there will be no what's the word I'm looking for?
Intentional grounding?
Intentional grounding, thank you. No intentional grounding on that one, as Windy was in the area. The clock does, however, continue to run with the Warriors' lead here, as they lead by 46.
Yeah, Smith there got a intentional grounding before there. He just kind of threw it down in the area of somebody, but still not really catchable, just in the area.
This one handed off to Windy. He's going to run up the middle, and he's going to be upended as they're in on the stop. Truman Runnels, the big junior, with the stop. After a pickup of 2 yards, it'll bring up a 3rd and 8. Third and 8 here for the Warriors, as Schuyler County will take the next snap from their own 18-yard line. Officials are going to call timeout here to stop the clock. I'm not certain exactly what they're going to call here. They were talking with one of the Schuyler County players. They were talking with Hayden Dixon, who had some equipment issues earlier in the game, but they restart things here. And now again passing Smith. Looking for the center of the field and incomplete. As pass intended that time for Cale Windy. So it'll bring up a 4th and 8. 4th and 7 here for Schuyler County.
Yeah, and if the Warriors can get a stop here, it'll be yet another drive with great field position to start.
Windy in the backfield. Looks like Schuyler County might punt this one away again. Last one went off the side of his foot, so does this one. And it bounces out of bounds at the Schuyler County 39-yard line. And Albany again will start with the football in Schuyler County territory.
Probably only will see about one play with the clock running and 40 seconds left. One or two maybe, but probably just one.
Remember, don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Contact American Family. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact David Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. Sorry, I had my David Smiths mixed up there on that one. So David Smith, American Family, David Smith Prudential Services. As Kemper Klein will flip this one out to Xavier Darenfeld on the option. He'll stay in bounds as he's down just shy of the 30-yard line, down to the 31, as Dixon there on the stop. It'll bring up a 2nd and 3 after the 7-yard pickup there by Darenfeld, and that will end the third quarter of play. We'll be back to start the fourth, and we'll see when we see some new faces in for the Warriors and for the Rams when we come back in a moment.
Have you looked at Pettyjohn Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Pettyjohn Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get ready to start the fourth quarter play. 68-22 Albany with the lead and the football. It'll be a 2nd and 3 from the Schuyler County 32-yard line. And the Warrior starting offense will stay out on the field, at least here to start out the fourth quarter. Fakes the handoff to Darenfeld, kept here by Klein. He's got the near sideline. 10-5, touchdown Warriors. And that is the first touchdown run of the night by Kemper Klein. And remember, you can score a touchdown too when you let your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn-Siddons.
And Klein normally gets a lot of yards and a few touchdowns, and with this many points, it's kind of surprising that's his first touchdown of the night.
Well, really, so far for Klein, his first carry here in the second half, his 6th carry of the game. Looking for the pass, and it's going to be brought in. It's the homecoming king, Garrett Phillips, with the 2-point conversion. 76-22. 11 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business. And that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today.
Just by looking here at the near sideline for the Warriors after they go up 76-22 here to start the fourth quarter, I have a feeling we'll see some backups here for the next drive as Runnels and Klein both on the sideline with their helmets off. Kicking off Darenfeld. This one will have to bounce, and falling inside his own 5 and falling on it is Mason Humphrey, and they are going to start in really bad field position this time down at their own 2-yard line. So Schuyler County, who has not had very good field position at all tonight, gets really bad field position to start out this drive. Have to go 78 yards if they want to score.
Yeah, and it looks like most of the starting D's back out for the Warriors.
Yes, it is.
Klein's out there. Reynolds is out there still. So is Stamper.
And the handoff to Wendy, trying to bounce it outside. Cole Emerson misses, but Darren Felt, along with Stamper and Reynolds, are there to clean it up. And just a short 2-yard pickup there on the play for Wendy. Said Emerson had him at the line of scrimmage, but Wendy was able to squirt by, but it wasn't long before the rest of the Warrior defense was there.
Yeah, Emerson kind of slowed him down a little bit, and that allowed the rest of the guys to swarm around the ball and bring him down.
Again, Wendy again in the backfield here with Smith. 2 receivers out wide to the right. Looking to pass Smith. And that one's going to fall incomplete. Looking for Humphrey. Again, Porter Davis there on the coverage. But again, really making Smith get rid of the ball quickly was Quincy Stamper coming off the edge.
Yeah, there's been several times with the Warrior defense just getting in the backfield really quickly, and we've kind of been seeing that for the Warriors on the opposite. Like Klein gets the ball or whoever has the ball, and the defense they're facing is in the backfield a lot. But the Warriors right now have been doing really well and getting in the backfield.
So I'm going to have 1 receiver out wide to the right, 2 out to the left. Hand off to Wendy, trying to bounce it here to the near side, and he's going to be pushed back, maybe losing about a yard there on the play. It'll bring up a 4th and 9. As Sam Miller there and on the stop that time for the Warriors. So now a 4th and 9 from their own 3-yard line. Wendy back again to punt. Warriors have gotten close to blocking a couple. This would be a big one here for the Warriors if they were able to block this one.
Yeah, because it'd be a block. It'd probably go back in the back of the end zone.
Wendy gets it off, and it takes a Schuyler County bounce and then rolls sideways, and it'll be down at the Schuyler County 30-70-yard line. So again, the Warriors will start in Schuyler County territory, and now they will bring in their second-string offense. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact David Smith with Prudential Financial Services today at 660-726-3396.
Yeah, looks like the second team offense is going to get some looks here. We'll see how they do with the time that they have.
On the line, it will be Bryce Martin and Cody Peary and Alex Wilson and Garrett Clare. Taking the snaps will be Kemper Klein's brother Chase. He'll take it in the backfield. And a botch play looking to pass. Alex Wilson, the tight end, comes away with it. 20, 15, 10, 5. Alex Wilson with his first varsity score of his career. And it's a 37-yard touchdown pass from Chase Klein to Alex Wilson.
That's a pretty good start for the second string. I said, we'll see how they do at the time they have. And first play, they get a touchdown. Pretty good start.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn-Siddons. 2-point conversion upcoming. Clock continues to run. 8:18 left to play here in the fourth quarter. And Chase Klein going to be brought down on the option play in the backfield. 2-point conversion, no good. It is an 82-22 Albany lead. 8 minutes left to play. We're back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant at Albany has it all. Papa's is family friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
Don't forget to stick around to the BTC Bank postgame to find out who tonight's Papa's Player of the Game is going to be. Right now, we have a pretty big front runner. 82-22. It's a 60-point Albany lead. This one kicked in the end zone for a touchback. 7:05 still left to play. And Brett, one of the biggest things that I noticed there on that last kickoff, that one goes into the end zone for a touchback, and Xavier Darenfeld is just as happy kicking that into the end zone for a touchback as he was scoring some of his 2-point conversions tonight.
Yeah, Darenfeld really brings the energy for this team every time. He's always pumped up and ready to go.
Warriors starting defense still out on the field along with Schuyler County's starting offense. And this one's going to be handed off to Wendy. And after getting away from the initial rush that time by Kyle Burke, it'll be a 1-yard pickup as Garrett Phillips there in on the stop along with Kirby Stevens. So even though the Warriors putting out their starting defense there, they do have a couple of young players in there getting action tonight that not usually get it, along with Emerson, along with, at that point in time, Kyle Burke, as Truman Runnels gets a well-deserved drive off here for the Warriors. Two receivers to the right. In motion here is going to be Humphrey. Option. Smith trying to keep it himself, runs it upfield, and Kyle Burke comes away with the stop down at the 30-yard or down at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it's a good thing to see from Kyle Burke coming in for his first drive and being involved and just flying to the ball. It's great to see if you're a coach of the Warriors to see these guys that don't always see the most playing time, but when they do get their chance, they take advantage of it.
And that's also one of the things for those players, Emerson, Burke, Chase Klein, Alex Wilson. You know, a couple weeks ago, Xavier Darenfeld got some limited action. You thought, oh, well, maybe he could take some more. Well, last week he got a little bit more. This week getting a little bit more even. So that's one of the things you do. You impress on the varsity level on those Friday nights. You get a little bit more action than the next week as that one's thrown out of bounds by Smith as the clock continues to run as Quincy Stamper again, they're in on the pressure on Smith. Brings up a 4th and 5.
Yeah, Darenfeld's a good example there. First few games, he really wasn't involved too much in the offense, and now you see in these past 2 games, he's been one of the main guys getting handed the ball off to. So he's made the most of his carries.
And again, Wendy will punt. It looks like for Schuyler County. And Phillips almost comes in and comes away with the block as this one takes the Schuyler County roll and dies down at the Albany 24-yard line, one of the few times that the Warriors will have to start in their own side of the field. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact David Smith with Prudential Financial Services today, 660-726-3396. 4:04 still left to play here in the fourth quarter as the clock continues to run. Warriors second team offense already with 1 touchdown. It was a broken play. It was supposed to be a play action, but there was no running back there. But they still end up getting the touchdown pass to Alex Wilson. This one going to be handed off and picking up just short yardage there on the play that time for the Warriors is going to be Quentin Herkman as he'll pick up 2 yards.
Yeah, and that's just something these second-string guys will have to figure out with time. When these guys get more varsity time here these next few years, they'll find out that play action doesn't really work if you open up the opposite way, the running back.
Emerson will be lined up wide to the left. Herkman in the backfield along with Klein, and Herkman again will take the handoff, and he'll plow forward, and it's going to be right at the first down yard marker, and they're going to call it another Albany Warrior Schultz first down. Remember, you can keep your body and car moving by fueling up at Schultz Convenience Store in Albany off US 136, just like Herkman keeps the drive moving with a 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Also in the backfield next to Klein is Trevor Akins. Snapping the football here is Cody Peary. And this one again going to be handed off to Herkman, and he'll fall forward for another 3 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 7. As there on the stop was Isaiah Kohlers-Arnold, the freshman linebacker for the Rams.
And we're about to the 2-minute point here in this fourth quarter. Warriors closing in on a big win for their homecoming against Schuyler County.
You know, people see the Warriors' record at 2-3, or now after this one, 3-3, and they think the Warriors not quite certain what they are. 2 of their losses have come to 2 of the top 2 teams in the state in Stanbury and Worth County, and they prove that they can win the games that they're supposed to tonight here for homecoming. Again, and their other loss was to a really tough Platte Valley team last week. You know what, though? It's only going to get harder for the Warriors. They've got 3 conference games coming up. They're on the road next week at a really tough North Andrew team. They kind of are back on their schedule after Ecker came back from injury. They had a tough game tonight that they had to play, and then they play at home the final 2 games. It'll be senior night against King City, and then the final week of the season, Warriors have another tough test in the GRC against Pattonsburg as Herkman picks up another 2 yards, brings up a 4th and 5.
Yeah, and like you said, that 3-3 record, people will see that and maybe not realize 2 of those losses are to 2 of the best teams in the state. But
yes.
Like you said, they got to win the games that they are supposed to win and believe they can win get these games that are going to be tougher and maybe sneak out a few upsets, and they'll be looking good at the end of the season.
Hand off to Herkman again. He'll plow forward. He'll have enough for another Albany Hy-Vee Schultz first down, and that will do it for the ball game. Remember, that first down is another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store in Albany off US 136 to keep you moving. But again, that is a 60-point homecoming victory tonight for the Warriors. And that will do it. We'll be back with your BTC Bank postgame here on Albany TV when we come back in just a moment.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant at Albany has it all. Papa's is family-friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to Albany for your BTC Bank postgame. Remember your postgame tonight on Albany TV, brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. Brett, this was a game from the beginning to the end. The Warriors came in and really proved that they were the better team tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It looked a little bit scary there when they lost the opening onside kick, and but they responded well from that. They showed what they're capable of after that tough loss to Platte Valley. They did what they had to do with not allowing the big plays. Most of the time they did pretty well with that too. So, yeah, it's a great win, and especially on homecoming, it just makes it even better for them.
And tonight the Warriors get it done. Yes, they get it done on the ground, but they also get it done, more importantly, defensively tonight for the Warriors.
Yeah, we came into this game and all year the biggest question mark for the Warriors has been their defense. Last week it was a big question for them. There was a few plays where they had some busted coverages, and there was still that in this game, but they definitely limited them. And that's kind of the key, is you're going to make mistakes in the game, but it's limiting those mistakes and not letting them affect you too much and minimizing their impact on the game. And
we talked about coming out of halftime. the Warriors' defensive coverage kind of got beat a little bit a couple of times. They come out in the second half, and they complete 2 passes. One of them is brought back due to a penalty. The other one is a big pass for a touchdown. But, again, other than that, there's nothing for them defensively or through the air. And you take away the touchdown because Porter Davis intercepts 2 of them, and the Warriors score 2 touchdowns off it, so it's kind of a wash on that. So really, the Warriors' defensive coverage did exactly what we wanted them to do in that second half, come out and prove that they could stop this passing teams of, again, a really good sophomore quarterback in Connor Smith and some really good receivers for Schuyler County, Mason Humphrey and Cale Windy. Again, all 3 of those players, sophomores, and are only going to get better as the year goes on and as their careers go on at Schuyler County. And in a couple of years, that will be a really dangerous Rams team.
Well, yeah, definitely. And now the key moving on for the Warriors is to see this type of defensive effort against some of these tougher teams. Like they're gonna go play King City. They've got North Andrew. They've got a few more tough opponents going on. So now you just want to see this type of defensive effort and these type of defensive plays against some of these better teams in the state.
And we said, the Warriors not only got done defensively, but they really get it done on the ground tonight. They get 6 touchdowns tonight from the senior and Quincy Stamper. They get a touchdown run tonight by Kemper Klein. They get a touchdown run by the other senior running back, Nate Doolittle. He was kind of, in the first half, he had 6 carries for 81 yards. He didn't really play much in the second half as Xavier Darenfeld and Quincy Stamper really solidified themselves as the I-back team or duo that you kind of want in that backfield as they really just continue to pound it away at this Ram team. Darenfeld also comes away with 1 touchdown run. But the thing that you don't see on the stat sheet a lot of times are the 2-point conversions, though. Darenfeld had about 6 or 7 of those tonight for the Warriors, and that adds up in the scorebook as well.
Oh, yeah, those 2 points, they don't seem like much when you don't get them. It's like, oh, well, we got the touchdown. But over the course of a game, they add up, and they can be really important. And so, yeah, it's big to have a guy like Darenfeld who can, even when he gets initial contact, maybe at the line of scrimmage, should be able to fight forward and get those yards and convert the 2-point.
And tonight, our Papa's Player of the Game, sponsored by Papa's Family Restaurant. Papa's Family Restaurant, your home for a delicious meal with a great price and an even better atmosphere. And, Brett, we were kind of laughing. There really wasn't any choice. But, there kind of was. Porter Davis had a really good game defensively, also brought in a touchdown pass. And then, we could go with some of the players that don't normally get some time but come up with some big plays. Alex Wilson comes away with his first varsity touchdown of his career off of a pass, 37 yards, from Chase Klein, who gets his first passing touchdown of his varsity career, following in his brother's footsteps as just a freshman. But again, those are some players that deserved some stuff today as well. Again, we talked about Xavier Darenfeld, how many 2-point conversions he had. We talked about just how well the Warriors played completely. That doesn't include, Truman Runnels, the offensive line, the defensive line that were always in Connor Smith's face, but there was one player that stood out of everybody tonight. He was constantly in Connor Smith's face, had one of the 2 sacks tonight for the Warriors, but brings in 6 scamper touchdowns tonight, and tonight our Papa's Player of the Game is going to be Quincy Stamper.
Yeah, that's well deserved. 6 touchdowns, a sack, constantly getting in the backfield and disrupting plays. Yeah, there was a lot of guys that played really well, but overall Stamper definitely is deserving of the Player of the Game for his play today.
Yes, and again, we'd like to thank Papa's Family Restaurant as they give each of our Player of the Games a free meal for their efforts. And again, we thank them, but also we congratulate Quincy on an excellent game play tonight over Schuyler County. Again, the final score for the Warriors as they come away with the 60-point victory tonight, 82-22. Like to thank our sponsors, BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Centers, locations in Bethany and Albany, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany and the Albany Hy-V, American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry, United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, agents Tony Nelson in Bethany and Tammy Wynn Siddons of Albany, Dollars and Messner Auction Service, Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential of Albany, Mosaic Medical Center Albany, Northwest Cell, Raymond Smith Body Shop of Albany, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center in Albany, Hogue Lumber Company of Albany, and Stamper Hauling of Albany, the City of Albany, Albany Booster Club, Albany and Schuyler County School Districts, Printery and new shop are located in Albany, and Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North located in Albany. Warriors' next football game will be on the road next week Friday at Rosendale to take on a tough North Andrew Cardinal team in a GRC West matchup. Our next broadcast for you on Albany TV will be the softball game on Monday night. It'll be senior night for the Lady Warriors as they will take on South Holt. That is a 5 o'clock start on Monday against the Lady Knights of South Holt. Those will be our only 2 broadcasts for you next week as the softball season starts to wind down, as well as the football season, as we are now 2/3 of the way through the season. So again, the Warriors come away with a big homecoming victory tonight. For myself, Jared Rolvis, cameraman and color commentator tonight, Brett Williams, and owners Perry and Susan Phillips, so long and good night tonight from Albany.